Well, the scripts have gone out of the window. It's going to be qualifier number 2. It's the virtual semi-final. We have seen the 2 matches so far. Delhi Titans winning that dramatic match against Mavericks. They head straight into the finals. Mavericks, they will have to work hard once again. Facing them going to be Jaipur Royals, who just defeated Ahmedabad Lions just a few minutes ago. The Mavericks versus Royals, with Delhi Titans waiting on standby. We are set up for another thrilling encounter. ACB Season 6, with 2 matches to go, is very close to finding their champion. And this happened just a few minutes ago. Delhi Titans in the last 2 overs turning it around. Chandigarh Mavericks faced a bit of a heartbreak. They had some time to get a move on. Spent some time together, some feedback shared there, and now they will have to come up good against Jaipur Royals, who are clinical against Ahmedabad Lions. They dropped some catches, but despite that, they got the better of Lions thanks to some good quality batting there and disciplined bowling in the first innings. This was a winning moment, bit of a gift towards the very end when the scoring got a little easy. It's not at all easy for the team in the eliminator. They have to play back-to-back matches in this format. Fehmarn would like to believe that with their bodies warmed up, they can repeat this once again. Important match, Chandigarh Mavericks versus Jaipur Royals. Varun Badola's Mavericks in front of Sameer Kocha's Jaipur Royals with 2 different captains. It's going to be do or die here. Win this and secure a spot in front of Delhi Titans. If you lose, your campaign ends here. And Mavericks cannot afford to do that. If they do that, they will have to blame themselves for that first match. They will not be able to forget that loss against Delhi Titans. They were almost there. They had the match, but they lost it. So both the captains were with Nishat some time back for the toss. Let's go ahead and find out what happened there.
For the second time today, we'll have a look at the Jaipur Royals and the Chandigarh Mavericks, because this is qualifier 2. What's at stake? A place in the final. So we've got Anuj Khurana and, of course, Farman Khan, the 2 captains. Match referee Ajit Gopalkrishnan is here as well. He will pass the coin to Anuj, who's the home captain right now, and Farman will call. That's landed a fair bit away. It's tails. For the second time today, Anuj, you've won the toss. And any change in your decision?
Yeah, this time we're going to bat first. Again, crucial match. We want to set a target. And we are not chasing well. Everyone knows. So that's the change in plan.
And what have you done in order to keep that game behind you? It is important to psychologically disconnect as a unit.
Absolutely. So we decided to vent at each other for 5 minutes. And then everybody went for a break. We relaxed. We had fun, like we always had. And I'm so happy that everyone was on the same page. They said, let's just keep that game aside and move on. And everyone is in good spirit now.
That's very good to hear. Guessing it's the same side.
One change, Mayank will play as impact player and Ankur will play this game.
All right. We wish you the very best as you are chosen to bat first. Farman, a quick turnaround. And how are you managing this?
I think we're in the groove where bodies are warmed up and we're ready for this match. If you try to understand it, it's a 20-over match and it's just a little bit break in between innings. And we wanted to bowl first anyways, so I think it's a win-win situation for both teams.
It's good that you got what you wanted.
Right.
And are you keeping the same side or you've made any changes?
No, it's the same side. We're continuing with the same side and we're ready for it.
Absolutely. And we can't wait to see you come good as well. All the best to you and the Jaipur Royals.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Anuj Khurana, the Chandigarh Mavericks, has won the toss and he's chosen to bat in qualifier 2.
Well, Chandigarh Mavericks have won the toss, and this time they have decided to bat first. No changes there. As Anuj Khurana had mentioned, Mayank Nishal will come in as an impact player. They're going to bat first. Took a little jab on himself, saying that the team is not able to chase well, and that is the decision. They want to put up a total. Maman, on the other hand, was happy to lose his toss. He wanted to bowl first anyway. It's It's going to be very important that the top order comes good for the Mavericks in this match. The playing conditions have eased for the batters here. No change required for Jaipur Royals. They just won the eliminated Ahmedabad Lions. They were clinical. Emir Khurshid with his bowling. Garvit Soni stood out with the bat. And the two Vs, Varun Rao, Vinay Raul, coming in handy with their batting. It's important to see how Tajinder Singh in that opening spell turns up. There we go, Shivnarayanan. Missed out on an opportunity in the first match where it was very difficult to score. Got an outside edge, gave a catch to third man. No change in the opening combination for Mavericks. Aditya Ojha will join Shivnarayanan. Just 2 days ago, both the teams faced each other. Tajinder Singh is going to open the bowling. And in that match between Mavericks and Royals 2 days ago, it was really the Shivnarayanan show who scored a quick fire half century. In that match also, Mavericks were batting first. Put up a target of 122 in front of Royals, who fell short. Mavericks would like to repeat that magic once again. What an inning it was by Shivnarayanan. Scored 67 of 34 balls and posted a huge total. Can they repeat that? In the commentary box, my name is Savi Srivastava. Joining me is Mikhail Vaswani.
Good afternoon, Savi, and good afternoon to all of viewers. Qualifier 2, we can't wait for things to get started. Tajinder with a ball in hand, he'll be steaming in, and facing up to him will be Shivnarayanan. You just look at it. The Royals are playing 40 overs on the trot without a break. They have been working overtime, all set for this crucial game. Who will prevail? Who will storm into the final and who will head back home? We'll get to know in a little over 2 hours from now. Picked up. That's some start and that's some kind of muscle power here from Shivnarayanan. He missed out with the bat in the previous outing in Qualifier 1 and trust him to come out all guns blazing. A home run to open the scoring here. And the Mavericks have a magical beginning to their innings.
It's redemption time for Shivnarayanan and Chandigarh Mavericks. Starts with the maximum. Good comeback by Tajinder. Pulled his length. Oh, just before he could communicate to the umpire, has been given a wide.
Yeah, interesting to see the way Tajinder was walking towards the umpire even before he had stretched his arms. Just felt this was a good delivery, a little too harsh early on. And look at Tajinder. Hold on, umpire, hold on. It's within the tram line. Oh dear. Sometimes listen to the bowler is what Tajinder is saying. But that's not the way the game is played. Tall, lanky pacer Taj. This time he'll not contest that decision. He'll go back to his run-up.
Final time, boys.
Two back-to-back wides by Tajinder. Previous one might have been a little harsh. Just had to guide it. Shivnarayanan, this will be a good chase for the fielders who do well and allow the batters to come back for the second run. Jaipur Royals will have to step up in their fielding effort. They dropped a lot of catches in that match, but lucky to escape and be on the winning side, but they cannot afford to do that in front of a side like Mavericks.
Yeah, the Royals need to understand they're playing one of the most formidable sides in this competition, who won 4 on the bounce in the league stage. Bit of a false start over here with a bat in hand. Shivnarayanan looks like the protagonist with the sledgehammer. What an intimidating factor he is to any bowler coming in. Sawi, would you like to bowl to Shivnarayanan?
Never in ACB, Mikhail. This will be another wide. And interesting to see that umpire walks a little on his right, takes a few steps towards the bowler and then gives the decision of wide.
So, Savi, if you're a bowler, you should be smart enough to understand if the umpire is walking off his mark, he's giving a wide or a no ball. If he's standing his ground, it's a legal delivery. There. 1, 2, moves to his right, and then the outstretched arms. Good start here for the Mavericks. Oh, he's missing his mark, Taj. He's not been able to find the line and length after being hit for a 6 on the first ball. And that's what Shivnarayanan can do with you. He'll just play in your mind.
This is what happens when you get hit for a 6 on the very first ball and you have an informed batter who has a reputation of scoring big, and he had scored big in front of the same opposition. And also the fact that the team is playing back-to-back must be playing on their mind as well. Not at all easy in these conditions, and especially for a fast bowler. It's one more wide. 7 attempts by Tajinder in this over, but has been just 2 legal deliveries. This will take a lot of toll on his body as well. Rahman likes to use him for the first and the third over. I wonder how difficult it will be to do that. Good fielding there, good stop. Shivnarayanan just wanted to guide it past the short third man, but it will be a single.
Yeah, good control. We understand it's very hot during this time of the day. Sweltering heat. Sun can come really hard on you, but at the same time, what we also observe is that it does get a bit windy, and a gale of breeze is blowing across the ground, and sometimes that makes it difficult for the pacers as well, especially when you have a left-right combination. There you can see the trees there, you can see in the background there's a lot of wind that gives us a suggestion that there is some breeze blowing across this ground. Remember, there are cricketers who heavily rely on just landing the ball in the right areas, but sometimes you'll end up missing your mark because conditions may not be in your favor.
And this is something that we'll see very often when there is a left-hand, right-hand combination. And really what Mavericks have managed to do this entire season with Shivnarayanan standing at one end. They have been able to maintain this left-hand, right-hand combination. Good to see team in good spirits after that loss. Good stop once again. It will be a dot ball, a rare dot ball this over.
Now he's delivered the ball 9 times, but he's actually bowled only 4 legal deliveries. Not a great start for the Royals, but the Mavericks will say this is exactly what we need after a heartbreaking last ball defeat. Oh dear. Last over rather. Oh, he's got stuck underneath this one. He's got the swivel out. And I reckon he's got the distance, the second 6 of the over. What a start here for the Mavericks. This is a brilliant onslaught early on in the innings by the Mavericks.
And what a good-looking shot this was by Aditya Ojha. Tajinder with a slower one, dropped in a little shot. Aditya going behind it and applying full force of his body. Very close to that parking lot. 20 coming off this over already with 1 ball to go. Oh dear, he'll have to bowl that. Or, oh, it has not been given a wide. Umpire suggesting that Aditya took a step and overextended his body. So it will be overdone. 1 over gone, 20 without loss. the playing 11 of Chandigarh Mavericks. Not a lot of changes required there. Mayank Nishchal, as you can see here, will come in as an impact sub if needed. Shivnarayanan and Aditya Ojha, they will try to bat the maximum overs here. It's a very different game. Match number 1 in the morning was under different circumstances. The pitch was extremely difficult to bat on, but now it has eased a little. Mavericks must be eyeing a huge total, certainly in excess of 120, and they've got the start for it, Mikhail.
It's often said, Savi, your best teacher is your last mistake. Anuj Khurana won the toss in qualifier 1, decided to bowl. Realized that may have boomeranged, and in the big qualifier 2 was quick to say, we are batting first.
Mayur, watch me.
Rohit Lamba, he'll come out to bat at some point. And as often we've seen in the power play, Mayur Mehta given the ball. And he's delivered. Remember, he's often taken a wicket in his first over, so he's been the impact bowler for them. Power play or no power play, he brings out his skills. Over number 2.
Well bowled. Nikal.
Quick single down to mid-on.
Well bowled. Same.
A rare
Right hand,
dismissal
dono
there
सामने
for
के ले ले.
Shivnarayanan in qualifier 1. Very uncharacteristic hit. Now
Under
you
hai,
can
under
see
hai,
he's nicely
under
getting
hai.
behind the ball and playing himself in. Sometimes when you're chasing 72, you want to do something very different and it can boomerang at times.
Done.
He also took a break yesterday, did not play the match against Delhi Titans, which was inconsequential. Mavericks had decided to give their frontline batter some breathing time,
Keep dots.
but not every time does that work in your favor, Mikhail.
Padla.
Running for a quick single, and look at the dive by Shivnarayanan. That's commitment for you.
Yeah, that's desperation and inspiration in one breath. That's putting a price on your wicket. Went out cheaply in the last game. He does not want to throw away things. He was running to the danger end. He called for the run. Maybe some quicker work there by the fielder would have certainly created an opportunity. But even as we talk about the players braving the sun and the heat, we've got to really give a big shout out to our camera team. They have been working overtime since the last 5 days. Today, day number 6, a production team, the match officials, all of them have braved the heat here and have dished out a very fine production effort, getting you these visuals on our streaming platforms. Holiday, no holiday, storm, or the sun beating hard. The camera persons have done a fabulous job of getting these pictures. Thank you very much.
Keep dots, man. Keep dots.
Absolutely, and
Keep dots.
have a look at it once again. A better throw, a direct hit would have been trouble for Shivnarayan, but he survives, took out his handkerchief, has just wiped off that extra dust. He's ready on his mark once again. It will be wide, and the wicketkeeper missing it will allow the batters to run across for 2 runs, so 3 wides. This has been a problem for Royals. Lots of wides in that first over and some extra runs here as well.
With the field आएंगे मयूर सुभाष. चलो लड़को आवाज रखो boys.
Mayur was really economical in that eliminator. Gave away just 11 runs, took wicket, and that too in the first over.
भाई ला तेरा है. Run out है. Oh.
Good change in approach by Shivnarayanan. He knows the value of his wicket. He wants to stay till the end.
Keep dots.
Yeah, you got to mix caution with aggression in this format sometimes. And you know Aditya Ojha has always been the aggressor up front, and Shiv has batted around him.
Keep dots.
Shivnarayanan will be the foil. He'll be the anchor man. Very chirpy behind the stumps, Ketan Gaikwad, just egging his boys on.
That's it. Keep dots.
Packed offside here.
Roman सीधा ना थोड़ा. नहीं आजा. बस.
5 fielders, almost square of the wicket there for Aditya Ojha.
अई चौक हो. दे इधर दे. मैं हूँ.
They're never easy for these actors to come day in, day out and then play 2 matches in a day in this sweltering heat. Sometimes on comms we can be very harsh on them, but Savi, we've got to realize they all deserve a standing applause for their commitment and the acceptance they've shown for ACB year after year, season after season, and in this edition, I doff my hat, saluting their effort. Good end to the over. Still another one to go, beg your pardon. It's got a little excited here.
Very well bowled. Deep dots.
And you make a very good point, Mikhail.
Deep dots.
We go out
Mayur.
for a couple of minutes, and when we come back, we have to stand in front of the AC to dry ourselves. This is how hot it is, and this is also a specimen of how fitness is of utmost importance in this industry as well. Aditya Ojha steps out, saw that there is no long on, I beg your pardon, it will be a boundary to end the over. So good start for Chandigarh Mavericks, 30 coming in the power play. Here's the playing 11 of Jaipur Royals. No change made after that win in Eliminator. Some good contributions there by Garvit Soni, Varun Rao, Vinay Raul. Krunal Patil was exceptional in his bowling. Well supported by Mayur Mehta. We yet to see Sheel Verma with his off-cutters. The conditions have changed a little bit. So it will be interesting to see how Fehman uses the bowling changes. He wants to continue with pace from this end. They want to take early wickets, and this they will have to do as soon as possible, because you cannot give a lot of chances to Aditya and Shivnarayanan to set their eyes, because once they get going, there is just non-stop flow of runs.
What a start, 13, the first 2. And look at this man, he's been in the peak of his powers, 2 runs short of 300. And this has been a sensational effort by one of ACB's best batters ever. 29 fours, 18 sixes, 250s to his credit, and a strike rate of close to 210. Oh, these numbers, staggering. And that's why his presence is so important here for the Mavericks. Quick single towards covers, good running. You can always look at it as a situation. Shiv failed in the last game, and with him the team failed as well in a small chase, Savi. I don't want to read too much into it. But does it mean that Shiv's longevity in the crease largely decides the Mavericks' number in the middle?
These are just facts, Mikhail. The only other match that Mavericks had lost was the one where Shivnarayanan was not in the playing 11. You make a lot of sense with that. Full toss, flicked away, one bounce and another boundary. Aditya Ojha has taken the role of going all out.
Yeah, he's a firecracker of a batter, Aditya Ojha. He'll pounce on everything that's loose and wayward. Another full ball down the leg side. A bit of a move in the crease, and he creates that scoring angle. What a partnership this is turning out to be. 35 in quick time. Again, looks to club that towards the onside region. Got to look at the top run scorers all through this tournament, and Shiv has to be right on top, leading the charge. But I'm quite sure that many of the pedigree batters will be there. Mudassir, well, he's played his part. The Lions bow out. Savant Premi has a chance to just add some more. He's at number 3. He'll come out in the final. Abhilash C, 2 batters here from Lions in the top 5, yet they miss out. Cracking shot. And has that got the distance? Probably the best shot of the day. One bounce into the boundary boards. Shivnarayanan got plenty of bat on that, and he hits it with an air of authority.
A touch of Sri Lankan legend Sanath Jayasuriya behind this shot. He would do this with so much ease, and so did Shivnarayanan. Probably be a boundary. The ball just bounced before the boundary ropes. And we had seen the number some time back. With this shot, Shivnarayanan has over 300 runs in the tournament. And we saw that graphic some time back, Mikhail. That list of top batters. Look at the difference between number 1 and number 2. That's how good Shivnarayanan has been.
Yeah, he's created a big gulf between number 1 and number 2. Great observation there, Savi. They extended that lead so much that no one can come even close, and that means domination. And that's how you dominate a tournament. You're a runaway leader by a mile. And that's how Shivnarayanan has batted. Catch me if you can, he says.
Another wide. And this time the umpire decided to just stand his ground for signaling this. 11 coming off this over. Emir Khurshid having a little bit of a chat with himself, trying to motivate himself. And good to see Anuj Khurana padding up.
And I'll be happy to see him come in early. He's just been a reluctant batter, I feel sometimes. Demoting himself in the batting order. He needs more balls in the middle. Nicely placed. Beats the fielder at backward point. Work to do for deep third. Gets his boot at just the right time, but that'll allow the batters to get the second run. A bit of doubling up by Dilzan Wadia.
This is a good shot by Shivnarayanan. Playing late. Tried to find that gap, but good effort. First the footwork, and then Dilzan backing up. Both Shiv and Aditya have gone for every bowler that has come so far. Tried to go over short fine. It will be just a single to end the over. 3 overs done, 44 without loss.
बहुत बढ़िया अमर लेफ्ट ऑन स्ट्राइक लेफ्टी है ना स्ट्राइक पे लेफ्टी है पॉइंट आजा ए 3-2 मयूर 2-2 नीतीश इधर विनय
Strong start for Chandigarh Mavericks. And this is a familiar sight with Shivnarayanan and Aditya Ojha going for runs. 44 for no loss in just 3 overs. They've been 9 wide so far. They've struggled a little bit, Jaipur Royals, with their lines and lengths. I wonder why did they not get Krunal? Game in the power play in the first match. Here's Mayur Mehta. Saw Shiv stepping out. Tried to bowl wide of him.
ये नहीं है, watch, 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 back
create a
नहीं है.
stumping opportunity, but Shiv is intelligent there.
Right hand. Point अंदर आ. दिल जा नीचे जा. अंदर आ नीतीश.
Lot of
दिल जा नीचे
changes
जा.
here in the
That's it.
field. Wholesale
नीचे, नीचे,
changes with the
जल्दी,
left-right
जल्दी. Dainik
combination,
basket.
and Ketan
Dainik
Gaikwad
basket.
is doing the bulk of the talking. And you just feel the Royals are a little flat in the field. They
Keep
need
dots.
to
Keep
just
dots.
rise up. Quite a few batters padded up. Vipul Verma padded up. So is the captain Anuj Khurana. Back live, cut away beautifully, straight to the field at
How was
point.
that? How's that?
Oh, that's been referred upstairs as well. I always felt the batter had made it in good time. And meanwhile, we just got to commend everybody over here, applaud everybody over here.
Chalo, chalo,
Dilip
chalo,
Agarwal, the
Marco.
founder of Actors Cricket Bash Season 6. All the players from the 6 teams, all the actors rather turned players. The production team, the camera team, the match officials, ground staff. Everyone's done a fabulous job. We'll just get confirmation of this. Aditya Ojha. Yeah, he's done well. He's safe.
It should be an easy decision for our TV umpire. He was well in.
चलो आवाज रखो लड़को. पाटिल. छोड़ दे.
The confirmation
Keep dots.
is going to be not out, but it will be a dot ball, a rare dot ball in this inning so far. Once again, thinking about why Krunal Patil is not being used. He came in the power play over in the eliminator, took a wicket, was economical, and we have seen if he comes in the later stage, usually goes for runs.
अंदर है शील यार.
So have Royals missed a trick here?
एक है आराम से.
Should be just a single here.
बिना आते भी अंदर आ दिलजान.
Now, with this kind of start, you can certainly plan your batters to follow. Anuj Khurana has to come out at number 3. I just feel he's that kind of a batter who needs some time early on. Then you have the Lambas and the Dakssh Ajit Singhs to follow.
What?
Still more after that. It's a long, strong,
Keep
deep
dots,
batting
keep dots.
lineup here. The platform has been provided. Foundation laid. It's time to explode. Ah, yeah, you got to go with the bluff when you're bowling to Shivnarayanan. A bit cheeky there. Can be a very naughty character.
Keep dots. Shabash.
Mayur Mehta. Nice,
Shabash,
chirpy
Mayur, shabash,
boy.
Mayur.
You meet him, he's full of laughter, very jovial. Change of sides. Comes into him, nicely works it away. Runs on offer. That will beat the fielder. He'll have to put in a sprint. Does well to pull it back. 2 for the taking. They'll get back comfortably.
Good stop, Seal.
Shield with that fielding effort.
जाना है मयूर.
And just thinking about Nishad Paivedya, and he would have said he's had a good feel and must have come from a lovely meal.
Keep dots. Dot मयूर. Dot ball
And as
आने
he had
दे.
said in the presentation, he is a real deal.
दिलजान. Well done. What a fielding, man. What
Good
a fielder.
fielding effort once again.
What a fielder.
Royals have stepped
Shabash,
up
shabash.
after
पीछे
a
जा.
lot of mistakes in that match. And this has been a good quiet over by Mayur Mehta.
बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत
Just
बढ़िया.
5
Dot ball निकाल,
coming
खत्म
off
कर.
it. Still to come, Anuj Khurana, Vipul
Dot ball
Verma,
आने
Rohit
दे.
Lamba, they all can hit. And Vipul Verma especially against
dots.
this
Keep
opposition.
dots.
He had scored a quick fire 26 in the previous match. That'll be a wide. Once again, Mayur trying to inflict that stumping opportunity. But yet another wide. And 50 coming up for Chandigarh Mavericks in no time.
बहुत बढ़िया. डालता रहे, man.
They got the start that they needed with no wickets lost. We are in for a huge total here.
ले ले गर्वित, ले ले.
Aditya Ojha goes towards long on. One bounce towards the long on fielder. Will take a single to end the over. At the end of 4 overs, Mavericks are 51 without loss.
4 bowlers used. In fact, the 4th is going to come into play at some point. Tajinder had a forgetful 1 over, conceding 20 of the very first in this innings. Very tidy was Mayur Mehta, though wicketless. And Amar Khurshid conceding 13. It's been a marvellous start here, magnificent start for the Mavericks in the first 4 overs. They've accumulated 50 runs in the first 4. And I sense this could be the target over for Aditya Ojha. Very sure this small little break may have come in as a good intel break as well from the dugout as to what's to be done and how to take things forward. Shields made a bit of a splash after that 30-odd runs with the bat a couple of days ago, and he's found a way into the playing 11. 51 in 4, 6 to go, and Aditya Ojha will just be eyeing the big boundaries here. Trust him to go big and find this as a target over. He comes with a swivel out there. Catch it is the call, but that'll go towards the LED board for a 6. What a start. In over number 5, trust Ojha to get stuck underneath the bowler. And this is how he would like to do it.
And once again, Mikhail, your predictions coming true. Words of wisdom. And Aditya Ojha following it. Starts the over, welcomes Shield with a huge 6. Not a lot of feel for him this time.
It's an ordeal for the bowler right now. Got to be very careful here, Shield. That's because he's coming at a very decent pace, and if he bowls with off-cutters, he could be in danger of being hit with the turn. Another tossed-up delivery, hit hard, straight to the fielder. Very lucky. 57 for no loss. Remember, they were bowled out chasing 72 a couple of hours ago. Funny are the ways of cricket, my friend Savi.
Yes, and that scored 69. They were all out for 69 in that match. Just 12 away from that total without losing any wicket. Goes on the offside. That's cut hard by Aditya Ojha. But that is good fielding effort. And the pace with which the ball went there, it will be just a single.
Yeah, time flies, Savi. Still remember day 1 of ACB season 6. We are into the penultimate day, into the playoffs, and then we head into the big final tomorrow. It's going to be quite a fanfare. Come along. We have an exhibition match as well. I believe that's lined up. We have lots happening tomorrow on the big day, as it's all part of the culmination of what's been a lot of hard work and commitment from the founder of ACB, Dilip Agarwal, and his team. Everyone's been a part of it, a well-oiled unit. Rahul, he's been another great asset to the ACB team. All it takes is a few good men and women to come together to put out a successful product, and ACB is certainly one of them.
Good adjustment there by Shield Verma. It was a slower one. He saw Shivnarayanan charging in. A little bit of sloppy work by wicketkeeper, allowing them to pass across. Not at all easy when there is a slower ball coming into the keeper with on bounce. Talking about the match to come up. Air India Cricket Club, not very far from Western Express Highway. Just about 6 minutes from the nearest metro station. You can make your way here. Oh, outside edge. And fortune favoring Aditya Ojha this time. That was not at all a bad ball by Shield Verma. Spare a thought for him.
63 for no loss, 69 all out in the previous game. If ever you had to learn something out of sport, it's all about living in the moment, because things change. Time changes, so does everything around you. It's all about the temporary. And the fortunes certainly have changed for the Mavericks, Savi. 148 sixes so far in ACB Season 6. Be rest assured we'll be crossing the 150 mark in quick time.
Well, absolutely. This looks like a high-scoring match. 11 coming off the over, some more delays. There is some movement in front of the side screen. Aditya Ojha not very happy with that. With the kind of bowling lineup that Mavericks have got, they will back themselves after scoring a big total. Another wide and some extra runs once again for Aditya Ojha. This is turning out to be a long over. 2 wides.
Yeah, but good effort here by Ketan Gaikwad behind the stumps. A couple of deliveries ago, one of the balls that kept low hit him on the knee roll. He was hurting. But look at that for an effort. That's not his natural side, but that's acrobatic. Brilliantly done. He saved 3 runs over there. Yeah, they've been guilty of just spraying the ball on all sides of the wicket this afternoon in Qualifier 2, the Jaipur Royals. Yeah, Shivnarayanan will keep strike for the next over. Another good one coming across. We've got plenty of runs in this. 5 gone. It's been a rollicking start. Mavericks electing to bat first have got to 66.
And Shivnarayanan, talking about the kind of form that he has been, scored 3 half centuries, was dismissed just twice, including the match today. And against the same opposition, went for the kill right from the word go. Scored 67 in 34 balls. And once his eyes are set, the kind of shot making he does is a treat to the eyes. Did that once, is on a quest to do that once again. Made some handsome shots. Good contribution there by Aditya and Vipul as well. And finally, Ahmed Khurshid got the better of him in that match. Became the first person to dismiss him this season. Still undismissed after 5 overs here. Shivnarayanan playing on 23 as Nishat P. Vaidya joins me here.
Great to be back here, Savi, and what a turnaround it's been from the Chandigarh Mavericks. Now, this is a big lesson on what sport is. Earlier today, we are not even talking about the previous match. We're talking about earlier today. They were bowled out for how much? 69. And within the first 5 overs, they've almost got the same. Shivnarayanan on 23. Aditya Ojha has come good. This is the ideal platform. Krunal Patil now comes into the attack. We were in fact in the presence of the Chandigarh Mavericks team, and you could see how livid they were with themselves. And Anuj said that we allowed everyone to vent out for 5-10 minutes, then we were chill. He smashed that over the offside. That's cleared the fielder. They'll come back for 2 quite easily as it's just stopped inside the boundary. It is so important to maintain that calm. And Savi, I will tell you, I was a part of an IPL team, and there was one game that I remember we had lost, which we shouldn't have. And obviously there was a team talk, and thereafter the captain and coach decided now no one will talk cricket, everyone will just relax. And that was the turnaround for the team in the season. Waited for it. That's a very good ball. It was a loopy delivery and it dipped in as it pitched.
And that is why we hear the experts often say that it is not just about your skill set. It is not just about playing that brand of cricket. It is a lot of mental game. It is a lot of calm and composure that you need to have to execute, to apply yourself. And we saw Chandigarh Mavericks after that loss took the shade of one of the trees calm themselves down, and they are back with the redemption. Another wide, another miss by wicketkeeper. This will be 5 wides. It's all happening. Everything going in the way of Chandigarh Mavericks.
Krunal losing his line, and this is really rare. He had started this tournament very well, bowled decently in the eliminator as well. Well, that's a little too wide. Come on, Krunal, you can do better. You're a better bowler. Chandigarh Mavericks wouldn't mind that, of course.
पाटील श्वास घे घट्ट टाक
Well, let me just
एक बॉल
translate it
चांगला
for our viewers.
सगळे टाकतो मग तू
Ketan Gaikwad in Marathi has asked him to just breathe and bowl tight.
हाँ बॉल है बॉय क्या बात है
He's responded well
पाटील
and gets that appreciation
Very
from
well bowled.
Ketan. I think, Savi, I'm just keeping my mic. You do the same. Let Ketan speak.
चल 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 बहुत बढ़िया
There he is,
बॉल
Ketan
करे.
Gaikwad. Always very chirpy behind the stumps.
ताकत
The
राहा.
chirpy
आता
wicket
तर
keepers
चांगला आहे.
always stand
येऊ
out, don't
नकोस.
they, Savi?
That's a good comeback by Krunal.
Well bowled,
A
Patel.
single and this Yorker length ball. And talking about chirpy wicket keepers, we have seen a trend of some reels coming in, which is compilation of just some wicket keepers talking.
Fraction of second का
It's
फर्क
always a very good thing for the viewers. And now having a word with Aditya Ojha as well.
है. ज़्यादा है हाँ बस
MS Dhoni,
Big
for
dots.
one, used to come with some good ones behind the stumps.
हाँ हाँ आला होता रे
Oh, he said he
ball,
almost got him.
Patel.
That was the translation. Just hit that. It was a flighted delivery towards
Good
mid
over,
wicket.
Patel. Good चांगला एक बॉल
Let's listen in once again.
एक बॉल संपत नको पाटील गर्वित ले ले
Shiv goes for the last ball of over, and
बाहेर टाकायचे बॉल
that's Garvit with an exceptional catch. And this is a big wicket of Shivnarayanan. He mentioned some time back how he loves to field, and here is a proof of his fielding skills.
No doubt about it. Confident after that player of the match performance in the eliminator. Garvit has often said that he's in the team for his fielding. We've seen his fielding brilliance, and this is a catch to show for it. Coming forward, diving, maintaining his balance, and to get the big wicket of Shivnarayanan. He's done his job though. 27 of 18.
Finally, Jaipur Royals getting a wicket and getting an opportunity to form this huddle. Can they turn this around? It was an important wicket, a big wicket of Shivnarayanan. But Aditya Ojha is looking in good touch.
And what that's done is that Anuj Khurana, the captain, has promoted himself to number 3. Now he's come out to say that, look, I'm going to take the responsibility. Remember, even in that qualifier 1, he was pushing some of the others forward. They didn't quite live up to the expectations. And now, when it matters, when they don't have a second lifeline now after this match, Anuj has stepped up. He's going to partner Aditya. The wicket is there. They've got the start, and truly a platform has been set where they can go big for the next 4 overs.
And this is the reason why Anuj is here. Shivnarayanan only for the 3rd time this season getting dismissed. And as much as this wicket belongs to Krunal, it should also belong to Garvit Soni. Royals have been a little subpar in their catching today. This will boost their spirits. And good that Anuj Khurana is here. Some time back, Mikhail Vaswani in the commentary box was mentioning how Anuj Khurana likes to keep himself reserved for important stages, but in a match like this, he should step up, and he does. He has been among runs. He has played a couple of cameos, has shown the ability to bat in every phase of the game. And with the kind of start that Mavericks have got, expect Anuj to go big.
Aditya Ojha just getting ready, and Nitish is the new bowler. They are just adjusting the field, and looking out from our window, we can see a backward square leg, a short fine leg, a short third man, and a backward point alongside a cover as well. These are the players inside the circle, and they've also got the mid on in and the mid wicket. So this is that power play over. The floating power play is on. Only 3 allowed outside. Aditya has pulled it. He hasn't got all of it. They won't get a run.
Basics, boy, basics.
Yes, Aditya will back himself to face most of the balls in this over. The floating power play that the batting side can take between over number 3 and 10. He's playing on 31. He's going to go after everything here. But this is great bowling by Nitish. 2 dot balls.
It's a very good ball. 2 dot balls, and after the wicket just adds a bit of the pressure. And we know that in T10 cricket, those small phases can have a big impact on the game. As we saw earlier in the qualifier 1 with those back-to-back wickets of Anuj Khurana and Mayank Panchal, truly brought the opposition into play. Delhi Titans then were completely dominant with those 3 wickets. He's got the edge. It's gone towards third man. It'll clear the man there and will go into the boundary. After the first 2 dot balls, they have done very well to get a boundary, albeit off the edge. It releases the pressure. Just gave it an almighty heave. He knew that there was no fielder on the leg side square, and even if he got the edge and he flashed hard, most chances the ball would have gone over the infield, and which is what exactly happened.
This time he goes on the onside towards the cow corner. It will be another boundary. So good comeback by Aditya Ojha after 2 back-to-back dot balls. Making the use of this floating power play. They had to accelerate, and Aditya Ojha has gone up to 39 now. He had made up his mind. No matter where the ball comes, this is the area that he was going to target. And with that, this was the 327th 4 of Actors Cricket Bash Season 6. Nice to have that counter, Nishad.
Oh, absolutely. The excitement counter, one would like to call it. A good comeback by Nitish. He has changed the pace on that one. Went with a fuller length. Where Aditya Ojha making his mark in the Bhojpuri film industry. Making a mark in the Actors Cricket Bash as well for the second successive year.
Another slower one. He just had to guide it and found this gap, which was a very narrow gap, and managed to find another boundary. This is great batting by Aditya Ojha. 3 dot balls and 3 boundaries. That has been the story of this over. 7 gone, 89 for 1.
Well, Aditya Ojha has been rallying the Chandigarh Mavericks lineup with 43. Shivnarayanan also made a contribution. Now, whenever Shiv walks out to bat, the expectation is that he crosses 40. But even in this innings, 27 is good because they had to really wipe the slate clean after the collapse of the last match. And the openers did well to set the platform. Anuj has come in at number 3, but he's yet to face a ball. 89 for 1, 7 overs done, 17 wides. Gosh, that is expensive from the Jaipur Royals. The previous boundary, Savi, as you had called it, he really dug it out and then placed it to perfection between that extra cover and backward point. It just shows the kind of awareness that Aditya has. Anuj starts off, he goes big and is going to get a boundary to open his account. Targeting the field in the covers with the man inside the circle. Anuj is a man on a mission, the captain of the Chandigarh Mavericks.
This is how you give a statement. Anuj Khurana facing the first ball. In front of him is Krunal Patil, who has been good in that first over. Welcomed him with a boundary. 93 is the score now. Made room and goes on the onside, and this time he finds another gap. Back-to-back boundaries for Anuj Khurana.
The square leg was inside the circle and so was the fine leg. He just had to find the gap in between them, rocked back onto the back foot and placed it extremely well. In fact, the square leg was a backward square leg, just to the right of the leg umpire. That's the 330th four in the Actors Cricket Bash. Anuj Khurana has hit 2 of the first 2 balls, getting closer to the 100, inching closer to the 100 mark. This is how you can change your fortunes, with application. It's back to the bowler. Would have been a good catch had he taken that one, but never easy when it's coming back at you in your follow-through.
This was hit really hard. Krunal was in 2 minds whether to go for it or save his hand. And now Aditya Ojha finding the gap. 3rd boundary of the over. Chandigarh Mavericks with that boundary. They're past that 3-digit mark. 100 comes up for the Mavericks with still more than 2 overs to come.
Excellent batting. He didn't try to overhit it. He knew where the fielders were and just placed it to perfection. We often talk about trying to use your own power, use your own force. But Aditya Ojha is an intelligent player. Let's have a look at the 3 boundaries. First, it was Anuj who went over cover for a 4. Then he saw the square leg was inside the circle, got it past him. Change strike. Aditya comes down the ground. Hasn't hit it well enough, which is why they will get to their racing for 2 and they'll complete it. In fact, there's an appeal for a run out.
Just a matter of fact appeal there by Ketan Gaikwad, and this was the boundary by the bat of Aditya Ojha. There was a very narrow gap there and he managed to pierce that. Now he is on 49. And Anuj Khurana and Aditya Ojha not letting the Mavericks feel the absence of Shivnarayanan. Good bragging rights for Jaipur here, Nishad. They dismissed Shivnarayanan twice now.
Oh, absolutely. There's the Chandigarh dugout. He's hit it very well. Has he? Not quite. What a catch at deep square leg. The moment Aditya Ojha struck that one, you thought the half century was in the bag. It made a good sound of the bat. But then the fielder came in and took that catch. It was Vinay Rao.
Batter on 49, but he really wanted to go after every ball. Mavericks are eyeing a big total here. The ball jumped out of his hand in the first go, but somehow managed to grab it. Good catch by Vinay. Aditya Ojha scored 49 of 27 as Mavericks lose another wicket.
Chandigarh have done very well. 104 for 2 in 8 overs. Aditya Ojha falling 1 run short of his half century. The openers set the platform. Aditya Ojha looked set to capitalize on it until he holed out 2 deep square leg. And Anuj also has started very well. Boundaries of his first 2 balls. Now to take us through the next 2 overs, the slog overs of the Chandigarh Mavericks effort. I've got the marvelous Mikhail Vaswani.
Thank you, magnificent Nishant Payavedya. All right then, what a total. Bowled out for 69 earlier in the day. The Mavericks say we can turn it around. And I'll tell you what, Nishant, the time between their last game and this game, they must have been through some terrible emotions.
Oh, absolutely. And let's have a look at Aditya Ojha's wicket. He batted extremely well today, but 1 run short of a half century. He just went for it. It was there to be hit for him. He thought he could do a good job, but then great work at deep square leg. Excellent catch, isn't it?
Vinay Rao with that effort, magnificent. Never easy to take a catch that's coming hard and flat at you at a height with the trajectory just coming down. Sometimes you're in 2 minds, take it the reverse or the conventional way. But Vinay Rao, wherever you are, big thumbs up. There he is. Defining catch. It's time to go big if you're Chandigarh Mavericks. They've gone past 100. The first time today a team has put up a substantial score. We've seen scores of 72, 69, 87 and 88 in the last 2 matches. So no team has reached the 90-run mark. The Mavericks, after being bowled out earlier in the day in Qualifier 1 for 69, have now managed 104 for 2 in Qualifier 2. And they still have 2 overs to go. Wow. Yeah, that has to be a wide. So the 9th over given to Sheel Verma. And so nice to see Anuj Khurana walking in at number 3 today.
As a captain, just opting to take the responsibility himself. That must have been a discussion with Varun Badola at the end of that match. You were part of a bit of a discussion just above our commentary box.
A lot of bat on this, but that only finds height. Oh, they're pushing for the second. This could be a close call, but they'll make it in time. Yeah, I did speak to Anuj Khurana in the presentation as well about that floating, flexible batting order and the fact that he brought himself down that order. And so nice to see that he's coming.
And what they have also done is that they have demoted Rama Dikshit. And Anuj came in at 3. Plus, the other change, or not the change, the constant is that Rohit Lamba has been persisted with at number 4. You can see Aditya Ojha there, Mayank Nischal right there. He's yet to come. A full toss. He's hit that over the offside. It's taken. Just having a look at the umpire. He's not going to give it a no ball as Anuj had stepped out. As a result, it's the 3rd wicket of the Chandigarh Mavericks. In an attempt to really cart some runs around, Anuj Khurana has lost his wicket.
And a good catch by Foman Khan. Yeah, that was at an awkward height, so he didn't get the distance on this. Gave the charge, the ball was a bit high on him, and Sheel strikes. 11 and 5 for Anuj. He walks back. That's another one that goes down for the Mavericks.
A 107 for 3. You would think that in this crucial game, Chandigarh Mavericks have got the score. But they still have 10 balls ahead of them. Mayank Nischal, Rohit Lamba. Mayank Nischal is someone who loves to go through the leg side. That was his making, but that was also his undoing during the previous match. And with Sheel Verma in front of him, someone who loves to bowl the cutters. This could be an interesting contest. Mayank Nischal, another actor who's come from the northern part of India. A lot of the Chandigarh Mavericks players, as we were discussing with Shivnarayanan earlier, They've come from Delhi, Punjab, and they've been a part of that industry there as well. So he was actually telling them that, look, you guys have come from so far away. Let's make it count.
That's a good hit. But how much of bat on this? A bit of a fumble should allow the second, but they settle for one. Poor running here by both these batters. Lamba and Mayank, two new batters in the middle. Anuj Khurana got a lot of height on this one. Faman Khan with that pouch at backward point. Oh, what a day of cricket it's been. Seen it all. Both these teams putting on a fight to make it to the final. 9 deliveries left from here in this innings for the Chandigarh Mavericks. Chips that in the air. You'd want to believe that the Mavericks have got a good total. Dakssh is not happy about something.
He wasn't happy about something even yesterday, really. Or today, earlier today, the previous match. Oh, that just cut into him. For a moment, Mayank thought that it's going to be a wide, but then at the last minute realized it's coming in and then just placed it to the offside for a single. This is good bowling by Shield. Not a bad over, really.
Yeah, he's varied his pace nicely. Sometimes as a batter, you need to think ahead and think far. If you know how Shield Verma is operating, you'll expect the slow off-cutters coming in. So maybe going deep in the crease and just preparing yourself for the big heave over mid-wicket. Remember, you can't play behind the wicket because there's not much pace on the ball. So you have to look squarer or straighter. Watch out for that off-cutter here for the left-handed batter. He's gone down the ground. That's a good strike. One bounce, that's going to be a 4. He had readied himself for the big hit, Rohit Lamba. He's enjoying the promotion in the middle. The runs are coming thick and fast for the Mavericks. 9 done, 114 for 3.
A 114 for 3 thanks to that platform that was laid by Shivnarayanan and Aditya Ojha. Shivnarayanan not getting to a score over 40. That's what generally people expect from him. But it was this man on screen, Aditya Ojha, who delivered with a 49-run effort. Aggressive from the get-go, charging to the spinners, using his feet, positive with his approach. And whenever the bowlers erred, he made them pay. The margin for error to him wasn't all that big. Got lucky on a couple of occasions with a few edges that flew past third man. But it was a critical innings from the Chandigarh Mavericks perspective because what they had endured earlier today, they really needed to start afresh. And indeed they did. These smiles are well deserved, but even after the next over, the next 6 balls, they know that only half the job is done. Don't see Varun around. Wonder where he's gone.
Yeah, he didn't have a good morning for sure. But the boys will be eager to give him a good evening. What a strike, but that's got the toe end of the bat and they're going straight to the field at long off. They're taking their catches today, the Royals. Another one goes down. Mayank does not last long. But that was the template, to go big or go out. And another one bites the dust here.
This is what can happen in the slog overs when you're just trying to throw your bat at everything. It's of course high risk, high reward. Sometimes you've got absolute belters in the sense that everything comes off. But then there are times when these things will happen. Mayank Nischal is gone for 2. Chandigarh Mavericks still have 5 balls to face.
क्या बात है क्या बात है जाते ऊपर ऊपर सिग्नल नहीं देना है हाँ, ओमन इधर आ जाना
Well, Dakssh Paji is here. And as you know, what had happened in the previous match wasn't too happy with the result, but he's calmed down now suitably. मगर जब ये 2.5 किलो का हाथ किसी पे पड़ता है ना, तो बॉल उठता नहीं, उठ जाता है. Just like that. Has he got enough of it though? Not quite. It'll be 2. They're scampering across for 2. Good calling there by Rohit Lamba, pushing Dakssh for the second run.
थ्रो आएगा मयूर थ्रो आएगा तेरा
And that's how you need to be as a batter at the non-striker's end. Not that Rohit cannot hit, but he also trusts his partner Dakssh, who's an accomplished batter. Just look at Rohit Lamba. He's taken off. He realizes that there's 2 for the taking, so he's pushing his partner, and he's running to the danger end. Dakssh is running right in the center of the wicket. Needs to be a little careful over there. Needs to move out of it. You fairly understand. Not much to comprehend and process over there, but he's got 2 for the taking with 4 to go. I see a big shot coming through.
He waited for it, has smashed that over the offside. Is there protection in the deep? Yes, there is. This time, it'll only be a single.
लेफ्ट हैंड
So Rohit Lamba will come on to the strike, and Ketan Gaikwad is immediately alert and says, left-hander, left-hander. We've got to change our field. We've got to change our lines as well.
भाई
Yeah, they've had a lot of hard yards to do here, the Jaipur Royals. Remember, they're playing back-to-back games, Eliminator and Qualifier 2. So they've been under this oppressive heat. And they've had to really run around with the Chandigarh Mavericks being on a leather hunt over here. 117, this is a very good total. What a turnaround with the bat for them. They were crestfallen, they were gutted after that loss in Qualifier 1. Their shoulders were drooping, they were a bit speechless, loss of words. That loss had hit them really hard, but to turn around in this fashion and get to 117, it's been an inspiring comeback. Yeah, gets the under edge on this, that's going to be 4. Make that 121 with 2 balls to go. The Chandigarh Mavericks are piling on the runs, and there's some cheer in the dugout.
And with that, they also cross a psychological barrier, because now Jaipur Royals will have to score at 2 runs a ball. That's 12 and over. And that's often a psychological barrier here in T10 cricket. When you cross 120, 100 is the first, and then the 120 mark is the second. Actually, there isn't too much wrong that Jaipur Royals have done. It's just Mavericks have been fantastic. Punches that towards long on. Immediately there's a call from the bowler and the wicketkeeper ki do nahi hai. And that's exactly what's happened. Only a single, and Dakssh Bhai is going to face the last ball. He's got to channelize all that anger. Mikhail, they often say, like, when you get angry, channelize it.
Yeah, translate it, Nishad. They say translate your anger into such energy that it turns out to be productive.
Or be like Dr. Bruce Banner, the Hulk. I'm always angry.
But you're always jovial, Nishad. All right then, can it be an excellent finish? A final ball. Can he just add the icing on the cake over here, Dakssh? Here we go. That's going to be a wide. Oh, this is suicidal. Dakssh will not be happy with Rohit Lamba. Yeah, he's not even looking at his partner. There was no run. It was a wide. Forced and pushed by his partner. Dakssh gives him a stare and a nod of disagreement. Maybe a mouthful as well. But there was no run here.
No run at all. Rohit Lamba just committed to the run and went with it. And Daksha, well, it was suicidal, really. Now stay clear of him in the dressing room. Just make way. Just make way and stay clear of him as he heads into the dressing room. Daksha's gone for 3 of 2.
Dakssh is refusing to leave the ground, but he has to drag himself back.
Well, the Titanic moved faster than him, really, as he was heading towards the dressing room.
Yeah, still the final delivery left, and the Mavericks would want to believe they have the runs. Yeah, all Gaurav has to do is just keep running from here on, but run sensibly.
He was the not out or the batter who was not dismissed during the previous match and saw all the drama happen at the other end. Gaurav Sachdeva just saw his team fall on the other side. Anyways, that's the pass. This is the last ball, 123. They've got a good score on the board. Last ball, can they get a few more? With Rohit Lamba on strike, Nitish running in. They will get a lot more. They will get many more. That wasn't wide, it was really wild, and it was a real test for Ketan Gaikwad, who couldn't stop that one. This is disastrous, really.
Oh, Nitish. How did you manage to do that at this stage of the game? And look at that hand on the head gesture. He refuses to take his hands off his face. That can be a bit of disbelief. Bizarre delivery coming out of his hand. What a score by the Chandigarh Mavericks in Qualifier 2. 128 with the ball to go. Pressure on the Royals. Lamba on strike. He's hit that straight to the fielder, and that goes through him. And that's a 6. What a finish here for the Chandigarh Mavericks. The Royals are feeling the heat, but it's the Mavericks who've posted a commanding total in Qualifier 2. They finish on 134 for 5 in 10 overs, and it's been a magnificent batting effort. And the last ball 6 will be hurting as it hands over the momentum to the Mavericks. Correction, Jed may have just bounced before the ropes. We wait for confirmation here.
This has been a magnificent effort by the Chandigarh Mavericks. Rohit Lamba going big over cow corner. Varun, it's just gone through the hands. Yes, it's bounced just inside the ropes. It's bounced just inside, so that's going to be a 4. Nevertheless, Chandigarh Mavericks have gone past the 130 mark. And this has been some comeback. They have brushed aside the demons. One would say that they have exorcised the demons of Qualifier 1 and have turned up and delivered. Only half the job is done. There is palpable excitement in the dugout, and why not? On the other side, there will be pressure on the Jaipur Royals. Remember, at the end of the first innings in the Qualifier 1, we had thought that Chandigarh Mavericks had done enough to restrict Delhi Titans to 72. Everyone thought it was going to be a cakewalk. It wasn't. That's what the Actors Cricket Bash is about. Now, if these men on your screen, Jaipur Royals, believe and truly believe that they can overhaul this target, who knows, we would be in for a humdinger.
And they'll have to bat out of their skins to get to this total. This is Qualifier 2. Remember, you failed to cross the line, you're heading home. No retakes, no second chance. They've not been great with the ball on the field, but what a toss to win here for Anuj Khurana. Deciding to bat first, and look at that top order batting effort. 49 by Aditya Ojha, Shivnarayanan 27 and 18. Anuj gave himself a promotion. The captain coming in at number 3 got 11 and 5. Rohit Lamba hit some big hits to remain unbeaten on 14. Mayank and Dakssh missed out. Let's head across to the sidelines. Savi Srivastava with a couple of players.
Thank you, Mikhail. We have seen two batting performances by Chandigarh Mavericks, and both of them really poles apart. 69 is what they managed in the first one, but when there are no second chances, they have put a mammoth total of 134. And joining me is a top scorer, as we like to call him, Bhojpuriya Jawan, Aditya Ojha.
Hello.
आदित्य भाई 49 नॉट आउट, ब्रिलियंट इनिंग्स, आपने कुछ जबरदस्त शॉट्स लगाए. क्या हुआ पहले मैच के बाद, क्या बातें हुई कि इस तरह की बैटिंग परफॉर्मेंस हमें दिखी?
पहले तो अभी मुझे पता चला कि मैं 49 पे आउट हो गया. अगर पता चलता तो आई वुड हैव टेकन अ सिंगल, बट नहीं, उस वक्त टीम को ज़रूरत थी कि यू टेक दोज चांसेस एंड स्कोर बिग रन्स. आई थिंक विकेट का सबसे बड़ा, मोर देन द बैट्समैन, विकेट का सबसे बड़ा इसमें हाथ है, क्योंकि अब थोड़ा बैटिंग के लिए वो ईज आउट हो गया है, बॉल आ रहा है बैट पे, तो ऑफकोर्स थोड़े रन्स बनेंगे. एंड आई थिंक दोज लास्ट के जो 15-17 रन आए हैं वो हमारे लिए क्वेश्चन है.
और उस लिहाज से जो 134 का जो स्कोर लगा है, क्या ये लग रहा है कंफर्टेबल है, इसे डिफेंड किया जा सकता है?
आई थिंक बैटिंग विकेट तो है, पर ऑन एनी स्ट्रिप 13.5 रन्स के हिसाब से रन करना इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू बी ईजी. और हमारी बॉलिंग अटैक बहुत अच्छी है, फील्डिंग अटैक ने पूरे टूर्नामेंट में डिसेंटली अच्छा किया है. सुबह वाले मैच में हम लोगों ने ऑफ कोर्स लास्ट के 2 ओवर में मैच हार गए थे हम लोग, बट अच्छी टीम वही होती है जो कमबैक करती है, एंड लेट्स होप.
और उम्मीद करेंगे कि तीसरी बार वी सी चंडीगढ़ वर्सेस दिल्ली. जाने से पहले आदित्य भाई, बहुत सारे आपके फैंस हैं जो आपकी भोजपुरी फिल्म्स देखकर आपसे कुछ सुनना चाहेंगे. कुछ भोजपुरी में आप कह दें प्लीज़.
भैया लोग यूपी, बिहार, झारखंड के अपना भाई बहन माई, ये सब लोग से हम कहें कि ACB के सपोर्ट करी. एक साथ रउआ लोग के फिल्म स्टार लोग, टेलीविज़न जौन रउआ लोग सीरियल देखे नहीं, ओके स्टार लोग क्रिकेट खेलत लौकता, तो ओके देखी, वो लोग के सपोर्ट करी, ACB देखी फैन कोर्ट पर. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
Thank you very much, Aditya. We hope to see you once again in the bat once again tomorrow. Thank you so much. That was Aditya Ojha, and you heard some Bhojpuri lines from him. Back to the commentators for now.
Thank you, Savi. Wonderful listening to Aditya Ojha in his Bhojpuri language. Yeah, I did understand most of it, so I'm really feeling good about it. All right then, a good batting effort by the Mavericks in Qualifier 2 puts them to 132. What a performance here with the bat. They put on a show. They have turned the tables around. They were bundled out for almost half the score in the previous game in Qualifier 1. And they did come out with some intent. Decided to bat first. Ojha and Shivnarayanan came out with some execution. Shivnarayanan decided to take on the bowling in the very first ball, hit a big 6, and then Aditya Ojha joined him. And the two put on a very fine association in the middle. They just went after the bowling, they made full use of the field restrictions, and they played a fearless brand of cricket. They played on all sides of the wicket as well, and some exquisite drives and hits to the fence summed up the mood in the camp for the Mavericks. It was a Maverick-like performance, some fortune going their way, and some very ordinary bowling in the middle as well helped the momentum to be on their side. Shivnarayanan was the first to go hold out in the deep, and then the promotion of the captain. He came in at number 3, got a couple of big hits going, element of luck going his way as well, as he found the boundary with consummate ease. Some deft touches, the placement was impeccable today by the batters, and they played with measured intent. And that was one of Anuj's trademark hits over extra cover. That's something he really enjoyed. And then he backed that up with a lovely pull towards deep backward square leg. It was utter domination by Chandigarh Mavericks as they were on a leather hunt going after the bowling. Then a lovely catch in the deep to dismiss Aditya Ojha on 49. But that didn't stop the run scoring spree for the Mavericks. This was Anuj Khurana departing to a full ball from Sheel Verma. Nice catch by Feman. But then it was Rohit Lamba who played a bit of a cameo to take them past 100 and then close and over 130 as well. Some good catches mixed with some very ordinary bowling as well, as luck continued to favor the Chandigarh Mavericks. A hopeless run out in the middle as Dakssh was run out at the bowler's end, and Gaurav Sachdeva walked out, and this delivery in the final ball of the over just summed up Royal struggles in the middle. And to end the innings, Lamba fetched a boundary courtesy another drop catch. So by the end of it, the Mavericks benefited by some ordinary bowling and fielding. and put up great application as well in this batting effort. As many as 6 bowlers used, and just the one bowler going with 2 wickets, 2 for 26 to Krunal Patil. But otherwise, it's been a bit of a hustle and struggle. Let's head across to Savi. He's alongside somebody from the Royals.
It's in a match where 134 runs were conceded in 10 overs. There was one man who had an economy of 8.5. I'm joined by Mayur Mehta, who will be handy with his bat also now. Mayur bhai, लगातार बैक टू बैक मैचेस खेलना वैसे भी बिल्कुल आसान नहीं है, लेकिन उसके बावजूद आपने बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त गेंदबाजी की. आप हमेशा बहुत किफ़ायती गेंदबाजी करते हैं. आज विकेट नहीं मिल पाया, क्या कहेंगे? विकेट थोड़ा आसान हो गया अभी?
नहीं, एक्चुअली हमारा प्लान यही था कि हमको विकेट्स के लिए नहीं जाना है, डॉट्स के लिए जाना है, क्योंकि आई थिंक प्रेशर, अगर बैटिंग पार्टनरशिप का गेम है तो बॉलिंग भी पार्टनरशिप का गेम है. सो हम लोग उसी चीज़ को फॉलो कर रहे थे एंड विकेट मैटर नहीं करती. मैं मतलब मेरे ऊपर टीम बैंक करती है एज अ बॉलर, एज अ बैट्समैन. सो आई मेक श्योर कि मैं कहीं वो कोई लूप ना दूँ, बिकॉज शिव खेल रहा था, साथ में आदित्य खेला, एंड दे आर वेरी गुड प्लेयर्स. सो आई नो कि वो मोमेंटम बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट था एंड या गॉड ग्रेस अच्छा हो गया बॉलिंग.
और शिव नारायणन को आउट करने वाली इकलौती टीम, 2 बार आउट करने वाली आपकी टीम बनती है.
शिव को आउट करने वाली भी यही टीम है और आज चंडीगढ़ को हराने वाली भी यही टीम होगी.
That's the spirit, Mayur bhai. क्या लगता है 134 can be chased down?
Absolutely, because I think मुझे ऐसा लगता है क्रिकेट इट्स ऑल अबाउट डे. ये किसी पर्सनल किसी प्लेयर का नहीं है. आई थिंक उन्होंने बनाया तो हम भी बना सकते हैं एंड वी हैव अ वेरी गुड बैटिंग लाइनअप. सो let's go for it.
Thank you very much.
Thank
I
you
will
so
let
much.
you go. You have a great batting inning to come. That was Mayur Mehta. We'll see him in action very soon. Back to the commentators.
Thank you so much, Savi. It's great to see and it's refreshing to hear the confidence that the Jaipur Royals are reflecting. Although they have been really put under the pump by the Chandigarh Mavericks in the qualifier 2, Jaipur Royals will now have to score 133 of 60 balls if they want to make it through to the final against the Delhi Titans. We are taking a short break. Do join us yet again for the run chase. The Ahmedabad Lions in the eliminator. Although the target there was only 87, it was a competitive match. The pitch seems to have gotten a lot better than what it was earlier in the day. Garvit Soni was the player of the match for his good little innings of 23 of 14. That innings is a gem in a low scoring match, but now it's got to be a little longer. Fehman has had a difficult run over the last 3 matches, had a couple of ducks, did not quite contribute in the eliminator as a batter, but here's the stage for him. If he can get going, then he can set a platform. Mayur Mehta to come. They've got some of the other batters as well, such as Ketan Gaikwad in the middle order. And those players can also then add that hitting firepower, and Vinay Raul as well is one of those players who can use the long handle. The run chase is set and it's Rohit Lamba who's got the ball in hand. He's known for his swing and he's going to start with the first ball. Garvit has smashed that towards long off. There's protection. Dakssh will field it. The long off is the fielder outside the circle. The power play is, of course, going on during the first 2 overs, and the long off will now, of course, become the long on for the right-hander. We've got Fahman coming on strike. And just like the batters have changed strike, let me just nudge it around for a single and hand it to Mikhail Waswani.
Watch out for the big hit from my end, and so will Fahman be looking at that. Yeah, he slashes and he slashes well. Improvises beautifully, fetches the first boundary. He understands the importance of scoring fast and hitting big, and it's come out well from his bat. It's now or never for the Royals. Yeah, cracking hit. Just the sound of leather hitting willow there. And you knew it was going to go for a 4. "73 runs for him, a best of 51 of 27. Just gone quiet in the last couple of games. He needs a big outing. He's a quality bat. There again, chases the ball, has got plenty of bat on it, and that's gone the distance. That's a lovely strike from the bat of Captain Fahman Khan. What a start here for the Jaipur Royals. Match on, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. It was short, it was wide, and he thumped it in front of square over cover for a 6. Saw it early. When you pick the short ball and you play it in front of square, it means that you have seen it early. If you see it a little late, then generally the batter tends to hit it behind square. Trying to use his feet, gets the inside edge, will be a single. This is a good start for Farman. He will feel confident. Jaipur Royals in the first over, landing a few punches.
Remember, when the Mavericks were batting, they had accumulated 12 in that first over as well. What a contest so far. Swing and a miss. Can't afford dot deliveries over here. Mayur Mehta's padded up. He's slated to come in at 3.
When you speak about a team not affording dot deliveries during such a run chase, it's true, because a dot delivery, and in a sense it compels the batter to play a big shot of the next ball. Last ball of the first over. It's a good finish to the over for Lamba as Jaipur Royals finish the first on 12 for no loss. The Jaipur Royals, I beg your pardon, really up against it. 133 runs to chase. Farman has opened the batting with Garvit Soni. Who have they got in the middle order? Ketan Gaikwad, Mayur Mehta. Mayur Mehta will of course bat at number 3. But then Sheel Verma could also be the key, who did really well yesterday. Vinay Raul is another player who can hit it long. A left-hander, had done well in one of the matches in the slog overs in particular. Mikhail, how does a team maintain the intensity in such a run chase? Because if you lose a wicket, it's sort of a body blow, but you've got to keep going.
Yeah, it's a bit of a hit and a miss situation for them, right? But they'll certainly want this man to get going because he's the pivot around which the others will revolve. Farman Khan, what a start for him, 11 and 3. He's taking his chances, calculated risk, but as you mentioned some time back, you take the risk, you reap the reward. Dakssh Ajit Singh, he's been brilliant with the new ball, always amongst wickets. Dismiss Abhishek Kapoor in his first spell. Can get that ball to come in, and that's where Farman will have to be careful. What a delivery, what a start. Just playing across the line. I'm not too sure if that shot was on.
And never easy to play someone like a Dakssh against, or rather across the line. He's got a very wily action. Gets that movement as well. This is the best phase for him to bowl. Charges down the ground. Has smashed it over, long gone. And that's been taken. Farman Khan trying to charge at Dakssh. Didn't get all of it. But the fielder was waiting at long on. It's the captain who's taken a good low catch, taking a leaf out of the book of Raj Kushal, in fact.
Yeah, you feel for Farman Khan. He was left with no option but to use the long handle very early in his innings. Brilliant field setting here by Anuj Khurana, positioning himself at long gone and was waiting for the fall shot. And once it came, he's grabbed it. And Dakssh, as always, with the wicket very early in his spell. The captain of the Royals departs for 11 and 5. And the Royals are now on the back foot in this big chase.
शाबाश boys. Anuj bhai. Anuj bhai. Anuj bhai. चले निकालना इधर एक.
Yeah, you could sense those reactions are but obvious because one of the best batters has departed early. Mayur Mehta walks out. This is a big ask. This is a steep chase. This is qualifier 2. Remember, the team that loses is heading back home, and they'll end up being spectators tomorrow for the big final. But that's what happens when you're chasing 134. You have to go from ball 1, and that's why you call it a hit or a miss situation.
Mayur Mehta goes for the big one. There's a fielder getting underneath. He's gone first ball. Dakssh Ajit Singh has come to the party in the qualifier 2. It was his anger that has channelized this effort. He wasn't a happy man at the end of the previous match, but now Dakssh will be smiling as he's on a hat-trick. He's taken the 2 big wickets of Mehman, followed by Mayur.
Leading edge, but a good catch, backpedaling. That's a lovely scalp. Mayur's cross with himself, but Dakssh is the boy celebrating. He's on a hat-trick, and Mayur will have to depart for 0. And all of a sudden, it's all changed here for the Jaipur Royals. Those faces tell a story. It's all falling apart. One's moment of joy is another moment of despair. Contrasting emotions. Actors Cricket Bash taking center stage in this qualifier 2.
Had Chandigarh won the qualifier 1, then Dakssh definitely would have been the player of the match. Warren Rao in to face the music with Dakssh on a hat-trick. Here we go, hat-trick ball. A loud appeal, but the umpire's unmoved. He's pleading, he's still going on to ask the umpire. That may have just struck him outside the off stump. Even the umpire's having a laugh.
I'll tell you, Nishad, that was a good shout. Very good shout. We'll need to see that once again. Umpire's wearing a smile on his face, but that came in sharply. That nip back. Oh, that was adjacent. Very good shot. Look at Dakssh Ajit Singh. Oh, give it to me. He's pleading. I deserve that. Just felt the height was marginal. They all went up in unison. Swing and a miss. What an over this has turned out to be. It's a double wicket maiden that's loading currently.
We have a player of the match award for every match. In fact, we should also have a player of the day. It's going to be Dakssh today, 100%.
I guess we should rephrase it, Nishad, emotions of the day. Because we've seen all emotions coming out of Dakssh Ajit Singh today. Anger, despair, sadness, happiness, ecstasy and euphoria. Slashed hard. 1 bounce, 4. Nevertheless, Dakssh has bowled a top over. 2 wickets and 4 runs in over number 2. The Mavericks on top of the game.
$133, that's the target. In the first over, they scored 12 runs. It looked like Jaipur Royals were up for the fight. Then, in the second over, Dakssh comes on, takes 2 wickets off consecutive balls, was on a hat-trick but was denied. Mehman charged at him. Long on was on the boundary. Anuj Khurana comes in and takes an easy catch. And then Mayur Mehta, first ball, a wild swing across the line. It's a good catch running back. They are never easy. We've seen quite a few catches go down today at the Actors Cricket Bash. So the second catch that was taken by Chandigarh Mavericks is one that you've got to appreciate.
Yeah, put the camera on him. He deserves the spotlight. Dakssh Ajit Singh providing the breakthrough. Come on, Dakssh, you can wear a smile now. He said the job's half done. I have another over. Need to complete the match. Yeah, what a character. What a wonderful personality he is.
Garvit just ducked that ball out. And he's got Varun at the other end. Varun just saying to him, just khelta rahe, just keep playing. But in T10 cricket, you don't have that margin to just play out a few dot balls. There's no margin really.
Khelna to hai, lekin this kind of a chase marna bhi hai. It's that kind of a situation. Straight to the field at shot third. Lamba joins the party. That's wicket number 3. Mavericks on top, and they're having a whale of a time. Garvit departs.
It's all coming off for the Jaipur Royals. The wheels are coming off rather. It was close to the body. He thought that he will go towards third man with the man inside the ring. Got the placement wrong. The idea may have been right, but the placement was inch perfect as he found Mayank Nischal. In terms of finding the fielder, he had to find the boundary. A couple of feet either side and it was a boundary. So Garvit Soni just got a single to his name, and this could possibly be the end of the ACB for him. Another Varun walks out to the middle. So we have Varun Panwar, Varun Rao in the side. So at the moment, the pitch here at the Air India Sports Club is going to be called Varun Square.
Wow, that's going to be a bit of a tangle for us as well to ascertain who is which Varun.
Varun P, Varun R. So you've got to really look at their jersey because I think they've got the initial as well.
Actually, Nishad, it makes it easier for us. All we have to say, Varun's on strike.
And guess what? One has a jersey number 6, the other has jersey number 9. So they've just flipped it around.
Yeah, Faman in discussion with somebody from the operation staff there.
Here's what's happened. Now, on the team sheet, they have nominated Pankaj Wadhwan as the impact player. Varun Panwar was not a part of the playing 11. So which is why that query.
Yeah, a bit of stoppage in play over here. Will just help the batters in the middle to have a quick discussion and also the fielders to regroup and get into their ring of happiness because they have done well. Well, what a day it's been. It started with the Delhi Titans pulling off a heist, defending 72. They put it past the Mavericks, winning by 3 runs to make it to the big final. There you can see Delhi Titans sitting pretty and comfortable. They'll be watching this match from the cooler confines of their rooms. And in the big eliminator, you saw the Jaipur Royals put it past the Ahmedabad Lions. And now currently in Qualifier 2, the Mavericks are taking on the Royals. And the Mavericks quite certainly are stamping authority and taking a good hold of this game. but it's been a day of emotions, whirlwind emotions that we've seen across different teams and players. And it all started with Delhi Titans putting it past the Chandigarh Mavericks, defending 72, bowling them out for 69, and they took off on the field, Nishad.
Delhi Titans with that phenomenal comeback will truly believe heading into the final. They've got more rest as well compared to the Chandigarh Mavericks when they'll turn up tomorrow. And they will believe, look, we pulled off a Houdini act. We pulled a rabbit out of the hat. We can do anything, come what may.
Yeah, this is Jaipur Royals putting it past the Ahmedabad Lions sometime back in Eliminator. Yeah, happy faces, embraces all around. Faman Khan giving the boys a big hug, and then you could see the Ahmedabad Lions. Oh, there you can see Manoj Bidwai in the bandana over there. He's part of the Ahmedabad Lions. Great bloke. I'll tell you the visuals of Delhi Titans winning that game, Nishad. Wow.
You're absolutely right, Mikhail. That was possibly the best Actors Cricket Bash match I have seen across the 2 seasons that I've been invited to be a part of it. There were some great matches last year. Varanasi Warriors had won a fantastic match and the celebrations were quite crazy back then. But today's victory, the Delhi Titans, when no one expected them to win, and the way they pulled it off, you've got to doff your hats and accept that that is one of the matches to remember all time in Actors Cricket Bash history.
Yeah, Kunal Raheja 3 for 15 for him. Karan Raheja 2 for 4. The twin brothers accounted for 5 wickets for 19 runs in 3.2 overs. And the moment Kunal got that last wicket to bowl out the Mavericks for 69, and the way they took off, oh, it was a frenzy in the middle. They went into a tizzy, all of them. What a win. I did speak to Abhishek Kapoor, the captain of the Delhi Titans, in the presentation, and he admitted it's one of the best games in ACB history he's been part of as well. And what a tournament it's been. All is well that ends well. We're all set for play. Bit of a halt. And this means that we'll see Vinay Raul now in the middle. Bit of a confusion with the player jersey, and the player in question was one of the Varuns in the middle. So now it makes it easy. It's going to be Vinay and Varun holding fort for the Royals in the middle.
But unfortunately for Jaipur, just as yet, it's not a win-win situation. Vinay Raul has shown glimpses of really that aggression that's needed of a middle order batter in T10 cricket, but this is where the pressure really counts. And when you look at a target, just add 10 runs more in a knockout match, really. That's the kind of pressure you're facing. Rohit Lamba coming in. And that's a wide. A fumble by the wicketkeeper will allow the batters to cut across for a bye. Garvit Soni was the previous batter to be dismissed. Was close to the body, tried to cut it, direct it towards third man. Could have got it a couple of feet either side, it would have been 4. But unfortunately, he placed it to perfection to the fielder.
Yeah, just found the man to perfection there. He's got a lot of height. Someone needs to go for it. It'll take some catching, or it's been put down. Anuj Khurana did so well to get underneath that. He had to run backwards and then just turn around the ball. And after doing all the hard work, drops it. For his standards, you know, he should have taken it. He's a very good fielder.
Anuj had taken a good catch earlier, although it was a lot more simpler. He went back. Yeah, he'll be kicking himself. Someone must just go and tell Anuj it's all right. Just it's gone. Anyways, Vinay Raul on strike, particularly strong on the leg side. If Rohit Lamba finds that line just around his leg, he will be punished. That's why he keeps it on the off, but he's gone for it. And he struck it very well. That's gone for 6. Showcasing his power with that shot, Vinay Raul.
The Royals are down but not out, and that's exactly what Vinay Raul is trying to say with that strike of his. Stand and deliver, uses the long levers, and look at that for timing. That's an incredible hit. Time and again we keep talking about actors turned cricketers, but I'll tell you what, they come with some pedigree over here, and that shot was laced with some class. Six and 1, what a way to get off the mark. 25 for 3, it's the wickets column that's hurting them.
It was very close to the body. He wanted to play that towards third man, almost as if he was copying what Garvit Soni had done earlier, albeit with a straight bat. Garvit had in fact used the horizontal bat to guide a similar delivery to third man.
Yeah, what a tournament it's been, Nishant. 6 days of pulsating cricket. This is the 18th match. The big final will be match number 19. Will be played on Friday, that's tomorrow. 27th of March. Mark your calendars. ACB Season 6 big final. Oh, this should be taken. It's going to be a bit of a hustle here for the fielders to come around. It falls between two, and they'll fetch 2 runs as well. Quite an over this has turned out to be. And Lamba will finish his 2-over spell, conceding 23 with 1 wicket. It's 27 for 3 after 3.
Rohit Lamba with a wicket, but Dakssh Ajit Singh, what a super over. He got 2 wickets, was on a hat-trick and was denied by an umpire decision when Varun survived. Varun Rao, may I add that. So 27 for 3 in a run chase where you need to get 133. You're certainly behind the 8 ball, and Dakssh has come back to bowl. This will be his second and last over. Now, what's he got up his sleeve? A good Yorker length delivery that's been just placed past fine leg. He got a hand on that one. It'll be stopped just inside the boundary. It will allow the batters to cut across for 3.
There again, Dakssh Ajit Singh's not happy. Got to be careful when you have this man around because he likes everything to the tee. Nicely flicked away. Bit of a misfield there at short fine. And the fielder from mid-wicket had to come around it. Puts it back into play, but then palms it away, collects it, and then for the third, they come back on the throw. Talk about the Varuns, we need to talk about Varun Badola. Not seen him on the ground, but I'm sure he's watching this game attentively. And I'll tell you what, he can sip on that cup of coffee now. That's because the team's in command. Smile had disappeared for a few hours and he can bring it on now. Cries of catch it. Just dropped short of the fielder. And they'll get a couple of runs over here. So Vinay Raul has pretty much decided he's going to go after all the bowlers. Another nice hit from them, just lacked the timing on it. look at the hard yards these boys are doing. They're playing their second match of the day in the sweltering heat, and they're putting their heart and soul into every bit of it. The toil. Wow, you've got to really stand up and applaud all teams. Yeah, a bit of a misfeel once again. Will they come back for the second? They'll decide to stick to one.
A total of 6 runs off the first 3 balls. Last 3 balls, 33 for 3 in 3.3 overs, Mikhail. I can see Savi Srivastav hopping like David Shepherd somewhere in the corner of our room.
Another high ball, but that's in the gap. And that's an incredible hit. One bounce, that's going to be 4. Every run's been cheered for. They do have some hope still left, and they want to believe they still have a lot of batting to chase down this total. Just clearing the left foot of his, and that ball was tailing in, so he just helped it along the way behind backward a square on the onside. Shield the real deal.
Good shot, Arun bhai, good shot. Come on. Few more. You got shot, man.
Would just love to mic up a couple of people on the field of play. One would be Dakssh, the other would be Ketan Gaikwad.
Cracking shot. Don't bother running because that's been dispatched. And Sheel Verma breaks into a move. Well, that was some hit from the bat of Varun. They want to keep the fight on. He spoke about miking players, Dakssh Ajit Singh, but you'll have to mute that mic for most of the time, Nishad.
Absolutely. Should have thought it through. A better end to the over for Dakssh. It's only a single towards square leg. At the end of 4, Jaipur Royals holding on 42 for 3. Chandigarh Mavericks were fantastic. Started off with a flash, really, with Shivnarayanan hitting a 6 off the very first ball of the innings, 132 for 5, and Aditya Ojha rallied forward with 49. Later, the Jaipur Royals, after the first over, they were rocked, but at the moment, they're still fighting. They may be 3 down, but they have put up 42 on the board. Mikhail, without a doubt, this is the best batting surface of the day so far.
It has become one of the best batting surfaces that I'd want to believe, Nishad. It wasn't the greatest. 3 wickets to fall. The first to go for Man, looked to go big. Nice catch of Dakssh bowling there. Back live. Varun and Vinay are doing a good job of things in the middle there. Good, and then the second wicket to go, Mayur Mehta out for a first bowler. Nice catch, backpedaling over there. And then Garvit Soni handed one catch to shot third. That was Rohit Lamba. So the pacers of the Mavericks have always stood out in every match. It's going to be Vipul Verma now. Did see him after that qualifier 1. He was gutted. One of the batters to walk out.
Who wasn't gutted in that camp, really? And as Anuj said, they had a venting out session. Just stayed low a little bit, gets a single towards cow corner. They will push for 2, in fact. Good running.
Looks a good surface now. Wouldn't be a bad idea to see a surface like this in the big final. You want a high-scoring game. Up the inside half of the bat there. Wow. That looks a biggie. Oh, that's out of here. What a shot from the bat of Vinay Rahul. We hope it's not hit any of the kids they're practicing. But look at that for a strike. And it sounded sweet.
Well, a shot that Bryson DeChambeau will be very proud of. It was a mighty golf swing using all his power. And thankfully, it's just landed in no man's land. One of the coaches was almost in the firing line.
Vinay Rahul's putting on a show here. 19-7. And so is Varun Rao. The 50 comes up courtesy that 6. Every now and then a 6 will put the pressure back on the fielding side. Down the ground. 2 is the call, but the first run was slow. You got to put the pressure on the fielders here. Got to run hard. I know it's hot. It's their second game, not easy. Maybe just asking for too much here.
You can see Dilzan in the background as well. Must be saying, agar he smashed it towards mid-wicket. That's been fielded though. It sounded good off the bat. It looked like the ball had really gone high in the air. We'll have a look at that. Yes, he got fair bit of height on that. But yes, Anuj comes across to stop that. So maybe Dilzan saying, अगर किसी चीज को दिल से चाहो, तो पूरी कायनात आपको उससे मिलाने में जुड़ जाती है. Now that's over point, but there's protection in the deep. It'll only be a single. 54 for 3 after 5.
Well, this is how things are stacked up in ACB Season 6. The Delhi Titans are the finalists. Who'll join them? For the moment, it looks like the Mavericks are ahead in Qualifier 2 against the Jaipur Royals. It was a cracker of a contest, Qualifier 1, where the Delhi Titans put it past the Mavericks, defending 72 to bowl them out for 69. And in the eliminator, the Royals put it past the Delhi Titans, beg your pardon, the Ahmedabad Lions. And now it's a slugfest in the middle in Qualifier 2 between the Mavericks and the Jaipur Royals. Coming to you live from the Air India Sports Club ground here in Santa Cruz. But Vinay Rahul has certainly come out all guns blazing with the bat. Big ask. Asking rate over 15. 79 needed in 30. The pressure is piling on the Jaipur Royals. They've lost 3 big wickets, but they've not lost hope and the belief to chase down this total. It's going to be the captain who will come on to bowl with his off-spin. Keeps it wide. Welcome, Savi Srivastava.
Thank you, Mikhail. Chandigarh Mavericks looking good. Anuj Khurana, it was good to see him bat up the order today. Starts off with a couple of wides. Trying to keep it away from the reach of Vinay Rahul, who has looked really good. He's on a mission. 21 of 9 with asking rate of 16. He'll have to play in this fashion only. Going after everything, completely missing this one.
Turn on offer. Did you notice the turn there, Savi? Encouraging signs if you're a spinner. And this was quicker, so if he slows it down, he'll get some more turn. You can see a puff of dust as well coming out of that surface. Match number 3 on this track. Missed times.
Kind of performance that Chandigarh Mavericks were looking for. It was rare to see Shivnarayanan not being the top run scorer in that innings. Everyone coming good. And if they manage to win this, they will find themselves more prepared for that encounter against Delhi Titans.
Catch it!
Spin, an offer once again. Catch it is the call. Fielder reached till there, but could not hold on. Raj Kushal. He came in that position almost there to take the catch in his signature style.
And now that does not look good, right? When you go into that kind of a position to take a catch, low down, ideally you've got to be standing up and taking it near your chest. Yeah, but there it is. Puts one down. Life for the batter here, Varun. He survives. Yeah, he's mixing it up nicely, bowling it wide, bowling it slow, getting the turn, also firing one in. Seen it all from Anuj Khurana in his first over. And he's given away only 5 so far with 2 to go. Varun will have to back himself and hit with the turn. Just like that. But that goes straight to the fielder at long on. He'll only fetch a single.
The kind of variation that Anuj Khurana brings, certainly inspired by what Sachin Tendulkar used to do with his bowling. Seen a lot of his match-winning innings with the ball. 6 runs of this over. Once again calls for a catch it. Vinay Rahul going for this. And this time it has been taken. He lost his balance a couple of times, but the catch was grabbed earlier. That's Hitarth Panchal and Anuj Khurana, who got 3 wickets in the match against the Titans, once again debuting with wickets.
And finally the ploy has worked, bowling it wide off his arc. He had to reach out to that, got a leading edge, and that catch almost going down. Very unconventional, but it's been result oriented right now. So another wicket falls here, 60 for 4 as Vinay Rahul's entertaining innings comes to an end. He walks back for a 12-ball 22.
Bowler Raj. Well played, brother. Well played, Vinay bhai. बहुत अच्छा खेले.
Nitish Sharma is the new batter for Jaipur Royals. The required rate now moving up to 18. It was never going to be easy to chase something in excess of 130. And with the kind of bowling attack that Chandigarh Mavericks have, especially with the kind of start that Dakssh Ajit Singh had provided, it become even more difficult for the Royals. And to make it all the more difficult, here is Raj Kushal. was brilliant with his bowling in the morning match when the pitch was favouring the bowlers. Starts with a short ball. In the gap, there will be 2 runs at least.
Yeah, Nitish is here. That's because Vinay Raul was dismissed in that last over. Tried to go hard, go big, and a nice catch by Hitarth. Very unconventional, but he held on to it. A bit of hop, skip, and jump after taking that catch. Didn't have to move much. Yeah, just circled around it, underneath it, and pouches it, and then tries to gather balance over there. He's a happy man. Back live, that's in the air. That'll take some catching, but that'll go over the fielders. That's a brilliant strike from Varun Rao. He's keeping the fight on, and he's fetched an important 6 here, just when the shoulders were drooping for the Royals.
He has looked in good touch. He's not going to give up. That was a good start by Raj Kushal. This one pitched up slightly up. In fact, in the slot for the batter who goes for it, the fielder was a little more inside than he would have liked to be. That was Dakssh Ajit Singh. Goes behind the bowler with a lot of force, and that footwork could not save another boundary. 12 runs of this over, and somehow Royal still in it.
Yeah, they still want to believe there's enough gas in the tank. Dakssh Ajit Singh having a quick chat there with Raj Kushal. What a strike there. So often than not, we've seen in the shorter formats, Savi, in white ball cricket, the aim and the idea is to play away from the ball, not go to the pitch of the ball. And that's why you see most batters clearing that left foot of theirs to create the angles and the scoring shots. There again, what Varun Rao has done since the time he's come out is clear that left foot and find those heaves and drives and cuts. That gives you a scoring opportunity. In red ball cricket, you go closer to the ball. In white ball cricket, you go away from the ball. Slow off cutter. Still manages to get some bat on it. Oh, just goes past the fielder. That's a good effort. I think that's Hitarth over there. Keeps it to 2, saves a couple of runs. But this is turning out to be a good over. 14 runs already with 2 balls to go.
And Varun Rao is now playing with a strike rate of over 200. He's keeping the fight on. He will need some support from the other end. Was among the runs in the match against Lions in the eliminator. Stayed till the end. Looking in good touch once again. Tensed faces there, but you can see they still believe some more batting to come for Royals. Just a slight pause to check for the boundary. Just checking if Hitarth made any contact with those boundary cushions. It looks like he has saved 2 runs for the team. Full toss and placed towards the cow corner for another boundary. And Dakssh with some words for Raj Kushal. He was good in the morning match, but went for 18 in 5 balls.
Now we're seeing a twist in the tail here. Varun Rao is playing a blinder of an innings, and all of a sudden we realize that the Chandigarh Mavericks are just out of their comfort zone. Remember, you need one Maverick to spoil the Mavericks party, and for the moment that one Maverick with the bat is Varun Rao. Yeah, good end to the over, but it's been a good one. 18 coming off it, 7 gone, 78 for 4, match on.
4 में 55.
The top order of Jaipur Royals not firing in this match, but Varun Rao, I beg your pardon, is keeping the fight on. Good contribution by Vinay Raul there. Came into bat with the 3 wickets down. And right from the beginning, he has been playing his shots. This was the over of Dakssh Ajit Singh, which was going to be a double wicket maiden, but he ended with a boundary, and since then, some great shots, big hits, punishing the wide deliveries. And in the previous over, with the required run rate 18, managed to score all 18 of the 6 balls with some brilliant shots down the ground. He's taken just 19 balls. He's playing on 40 runs. Chandigarh Mavericks, they cannot afford to be complacent. And in comes Anuj Khurana once again. Nitish Sharma, there is a clear brief for him. Take a single, give strike to Varun Rao. Welcoming in commentary box, Nishat Vaidya.
It's been a good innings by Varun Rao, and remember, off the first ball, he survived a very close leg before shout. It was a hat-trick ball by Dakssh Ajit Singh. He's actually lucky to be there. It could have gone either ways. Just fighting as long as he can. He's hit that down the ground, may not have gotten all of it. That's why it's only going to be a single. No, they're coming back for 2. What an amazing throw. A direct hit onto the middle stump from the deep. And that's cost Jaipur Royals the wicket of Nitish. Full credit to the fielder. Marvelous fielding.
No timing on that. But look at Raj Kushal. Rapidly picked up the ball and middle stump uprooted. No need to use the services of TV umpire. Such was the kind of throw, the quality of throw. He cannot believe. Nitish Sharma, he will have to walk back. He scored just 1 run. He was run out because of the throw of Raj Kushal. Varun Rao still remains for Jaipur Royals though.
तगड़ा होके चलो यार बॉयज हर एक बॉल पे एनर्जी अब चाहिए शाबाश
That's not going to be a wide. Varun let that go through. That's not a wide. You've moved way across your stumps. Ketan Gaikwad is the new batter. And we've seen him bat earlier. He got a duck during the previous match. Yeah, that's not a wide. You've moved way across your stumps. It was within your hitting range.
Catch it!
He's not got it. It's in the air. Raj Kushal comes forward, drops it. But his team applaud his effort. Anuj Khurana still has a smile on his face.
He had to make a lot of ground. The ball has gone up. Varun Rao has to go for everything. Got a top edge this time. Raj Kushal running in, almost got into his favorite position to take a catch. Gets applauded for that effort. Inflicted a run out with a direct hit in the previous ball. Varun steps out. Anuj follows him, but this is a good shot. Despite that, it will be a boundary.
It was a little awkward for Hitath. He tried to stop it with his foot, but it would have been dangerous as well. You don't want to do that. We've seen some of the fielders in the ACB do that, but there's always a danger of you stepping onto the ball. So they've got to be careful with that. Good placement by Varun, still fighting. Jaipur Royals will be proud of the fact that they are going down fighting. It doesn't look like they'll get very close to the total. They might just. Varun Rao on 47. Short ball. Again. Anuj underneath it. Completes the catch. The danger man is gone, and that should be the match for the Chandigarh Mavericks. It was an innings of great fight and application by Varun Rao. He had just given the Jaipur Royals the glimmer of hope, and maybe that hope has gone back with him to the dressing room.
Yes, you can say that now with Varun gone. And it was a poetic end to the spell of Anuj Khurana, who created a couple of chances in this over. Ends up grabbing a catch of his own bowling. So a pitch shot. Varun tried to play it on the onside. Did not get the middle of the bat. And good catch by Anuj Khurana. He played a brave innings of 47 in 24. Trouble for Royals now.
Ketan Gaikwad batting really low today. Now it's Sheel who'll come. They've got the batting ability even now, no doubt about it. But the pressure, it's monumental. Ankur has come on to bowl. Unlike Manohar Verma, he doesn't open up his long locks, prefers to tie it up. Sheel onto the wicket, but can he effect a steal? Ankur Tyagi unleashed his long locks during the headshot. Not on the field. You should just do it, just like Manohar Verma. Adds to your aura. Ketan Gaikwad to face. Hits that towards the leg side. Will only be a single towards Dakssh. Now as we see the new batter on strikes, Sheel, in terms of his range of shots, is there a new reveal?
It's going to be difficult from here on. 46 needed of 11. They need a boundary almost every ball. And comes Sheel Verma. He was very happy and chirpy after that performance. That's certainly going down. It will be leg buys. Good campaign for Jaipur Royals. Nishad had mixed results in the league stage. Playing back-to-back matches is never going to be easy.
The first time that they have been a part of the Actors Cricket Bash, although a lot of them have featured in the tournament earlier. In fact, their core had come from the Delhi Titans, the team that won the title last year. It was a bit of a hit and miss. It was great to have Samir Kochar for a couple of matches. Played well in one of them as well. He's hit that straight up in the air. Is there anyone getting underneath it? Not quite. They will come across for two. At least they'll try to. Easy run out. Ketan Gaikwad is also done with that one. So Chandigarh Mavericks just closing the deal here. Ketan Gaikwad was just going and running into the danger end with the throw coming in. The dance can start for the Chandigarh Mavericks. They have well and truly erased the memory of this morning.
Once again, so shot played. There was a catching opportunity. Raj Kushal running in, does good work. That was a very good throw. They ran one for the throw, but Ketan Gaikwad will have to walk back. Ketan could just add 2 runs. Jaipur Royals losing another wicket.
Now we've got the impact player coming out to bat. It is Pankaj Wadhawan. We have seen him earlier in the Actors Cricket Bash, had played a delightful cover drive to get off the mark. One of the most senior players, stands like a baseball player, drives that towards long off, in the air. Raj Kushal, yet again, inches off the ground, acrobatic in his recovery. Oh, brilliant.
You cannot keep him out of the action today. Raj Kushal involved in 2 run-outs and now taking this amazing catch. Once again, Pankaj tried to loft it. Came in the position, takes another low catch, and then this kip up. Sure is a WWE fan and a Shawn Michaels fan there. Pankaj Wadhawan out for a golden duck. Wicket for Ankur Tyagi.
Well, you spoke about Shawn Michaels, but if anyone's heartbroken today, it's going to be Jaipur Royals. And certainly, Raj Kushal with his fielding has been the heartbreak kid.
Just don't want to face the sweet chin music, Nishad. $89 for 8 now. Ahmed Khurshid coming in. Chandigarh Mavericks have pretty much sealed the deal here. And Raj Kushal has been busy from the past few balls.
This was the wicket of Fahman, the first wicket to fall. Fahman had actually started well in the first over, smashed his first ball for a boundary. And then Mayur, off the very next ball of Dakssh, swinging across the line, a good catch, running back. Garvit Soni finding third man to perfection.
Catch it! Ajao, ajao!
Then the runouts also happened. Look at this from Raj Kushal. What a direct hit. Sab Kushal Mangal. The half tracker and ultimately Anuj Khurana went for the catch himself off his own bowling. Emmer gets it down the ground for a single. There's no getting past Raj Kushal today. On your left, Dilip Agarwal, the founder of the Actors Cricket Bash, alongside veteran actor Ujjwal Chopra. I've heard he's a very good technically correct batter. It's great that they have him in the side here, but has only played 1 match. We have not seen him really come out to the middle and play or make a big contribution. But his presence in the dressing room surely would have added. There's a lot of enthusiasm. You see him running around at warm-ups. Just loves being around the sport. That's hit towards cover. There's protection in the deep. Shield just completes a couple. With that couple, it will be the end of the over. After 9, it's 92 for 8. And the last over will be a mere formality. Chandigarh Mavericks, well, what a comeback. Having endured the embarrassment of the defeat in the qualifier 1 where they couldn't chase down a target of 73, to turn up for this, choose to bat first and then put in that commanding batting performance, well and truly put out a statement. Delhi Titans will be watching. Rohit Lamba has changed into his shots. It's the last over. Let's see who's come on to bowl the last over. It looks like it's Hitarth Panchal, as we can see from our window. Ahmed has gone down the ground and that's a 4. It's a good hit. We've seen very little of Ahmed, the batter, but whatever we've seen, we can see that he's got the power.
This was played straight like an arrow. Ahmed aiming for the... Hitarth aiming for the stumps. That has hit the side screen. A dot ball to follow that. Almost 40 overs of action for Chandigarh Mavericks today. And it looks like for the third time in 48 hours, Nishad, we're going to see Chandigarh Mavericks versus Delhi Titans.
He may be gone there. Ahmed going for the impossible single. There was no need really. This last over is a mere formality. And then you could just hear someone shouting at the wicketkeeper, Maro, Maro. And he's just gone for it there. Let's have a look whether Ahmed has made it back, because the bat had actually slipped out of his hand. Yes, the bat's gone. And Ahmed's gone along with him.
Yes, he is miles out. Just set off once the ball went to the keeper's gloves. And this is very good work done by Rama Dikshit. Direct hit. Good signs for the Mavericks. They are hitting the stumps directly. So Ahmed Khurshid will have to walk back. Ball stayed low. Ahmed Khurshid just taking a walk.
Comedy of errors really. And Ahmed Khurshid, after hitting a boundary, gets run out. He's got to head back for 5. Three balls remaining, and of course, it's in favor of Chandigarh Mavericks as Krunal Patil walks out to bat. He hits that towards long off. Will be a single. As Shield comes on strike, and if Shield can just swing a few, it'll be a good end to the Jaipur Royals campaign. They have been inspiring, and it's been great to see the way someone like a Farman Khan has come in with a lot of positivity. Samir Kochar also, it was wonderful to have him here at the Actors Cricket Bash, always bringing that positivity alongside him. So Samir, if you're watching, your team has done very well. And as always, when you look back in the first match, Jaipur Royals started off by posting 130. Even when they were bowled out for around 73, 74, put up a fight in the initial overs when they were up against the Delhi Titans. There was a bit of a blip, but then they managed to bounce back, made it through to the playoff, were very good in the eliminator. There's a lot to like about the Jaipur Royals team, although they are bowing out of the Actors Cricket Bash. Off the last ball, a magnificent catch, and that really sums up the magnificent and dominating performance by the Chandigarh Mavericks. They were down and out mentally after losing the qualifier 1, but they have lifted themselves and have truly delivered a performance that roars at the Air India ground. A roar of delight, a roar of dominance.
What an end to the match with a stunning catch by Anuj Khurana. Captain leading from front, setting an example, was running back, is never going to be easy. But Anuj Khurana with that grab, and the two matches that Chandigarh Mavericks have played today, on both the occasions, they have been brilliant with the ball. First against Delhi Titans, they were unfortunate to miss out there, but they are going to the finals. They would love to hit back at Delhi Titans, facing them for the third time in 2 days. Mavericks win Qualifier 2 by 35 runs, and it is going to be the repeat of last season's final, Nishad.
A repeat of the last final, as you said, but back then it was Delhi Titans who came in through Qualifier 2. Chandigarh Mavericks had made it directly, but they had beaten another side. There's Aditya Ojha with his son. His son was a frequent presence during the previous Actors Cricket Bash as well. Comes to support his dad. Wonderful to see the young man, and hopefully one day we see him. If he wants to be a professional cricketer, may he achieve his dreams. If he wants to be an actor, may he achieve his dreams. Led by Anuj Khurana, a team that has truly shown the grit and the psychological dominance today. All smiles as they go on to greet everyone. And there's Dilzan, naam to suna hoga. As Anuj continues to smile and hugs every player. Remember, Fehman has also led this team very well. He's come out with the message of the camaraderie that's shared between the teams, and that is very evident in the way they are greeting each other. While they have really competed hard on the field of play, that's done there. Now it's all about sharing each other's company. Good to see Dakssh Paji is finally very happy. One of those men from whom you get those raw emotions. But Savi, now just to reflect on that victory, Chandigarh Mavericks, Delhi Titans. Boy, how excited are you about this?
What an opportunity for Mavericks to handle Delhi Titans, that loss after losing against them in back-to-back matches. Lost that final league stage match. Got handed another loss in the qualifier number 1 against the round of the play. A match where Mavericks had dominated 80% of that contest. But there we have it, Delhi Titans versus Chandigarh Mavericks. The two teams that had topped the points table. You will think that the top two teams were the best two teams, and they have shown that they are. It's going to be Titans versus Mavericks for the third time. Can finally Mavericks get the better of the Titans? What an effort. Was never going to be easy to play twice in a single day. Both the teams put up a great performance here. A testament of their fitness and how fitness is such an important thing among actors as well. The standards of cricket in Actors Cricket Bash has been excellent, and all these players raising the bar with each passing match. Jaipur Royals all out for 97. The final wicket falling on the final ball of the inning. Good fight shown there by Varun Rao. He scored 47 in 24 balls. Got a good support from Vinay Rahul. Both these players were the heroes in the eliminator match where they chased the target down. Apart from that, no one else really contributing. Fehman got a good start, but he also lost his wicket early. These were the wickets to fall. In fact, the innings that unfolded for Jaipur Royals. Good start by Fehman. He lost his wicket early. Dakssh Ajit Singh was brilliant in that opening spell, was on a hat-trick once, sent Mayur Mehta back on a golden duck. That was a huge wicket for Mavericks. There were some good shots played, but the catching has been brilliant. Chandigarh Mavericks grabbing all the opportunities. Varun Rao played some beautiful shots. Some dropped catches. This was a tough one for Captain Anuj Khurana. Vinay and Varun stringing together a partnership. We thought that game is on. But then came the wicket of Vinay,
Catch it!
followed by some good shots. And this wicket, Raj Kushal showing his skills, showing his pace with a direct throw. Direct hit from the long off area. And then Anuj Khurana, 2 catches were dropped in this over. Finally, in the last ball of his spell, taking a good, well-judged catch. Ankur Tyagi was brought into the attack. Something for the Mavericks to test. Raj Kushal was once again in the action. Inflicted yet another run out. And then another catch for Kushal in his signature style. This was a comedy of errors. Ahmed Khurshid had scored a boundary, got out the very next ball, and this. Tip of the iceberg, icing on the cake rather. Anuj Khurana with that brilliant catch. What a match for Chandigarh Mavericks. They needed this result after what had happened in the morning. They had the luxury to try different bowlers. Siddharth Panchal, Ankur Tyagi also getting a go, both getting 1 wicket each. Anuj Khurana once again among the wickets. He got 2 wickets. 2 wickets for Dakssh Ajit Singh. What a beautiful opening spell he had. 9.5 his economy. Anuj Khurana also very economical with just 7 runs coming off his over each. Overall, a dominant performance for Chandigarh Mavericks. They win qualifier number 2 and they book a berth in the finals against Delhi Titans. Anuj Khurana winning the toss, electing to bat in this match. They posted 132 in the quota of 10 overs with Aditya Ojha and Shivnarayanan once again coming good. Ojha scored 49 in 27 balls. Rohit Lamba and Anuj Khurana provided some finishing touches. Good shots played there by Rohit Lamba. Krunal Patil got 2 wickets. In response, 97 all out Jaipur Royals. Varun Rao, the top run scorer. But Dakssh Ajit Singh, Anuj Khurana, the frontline bowlers once again taking Chandigarh Mavericks home with that win. Three matches in the day. Chandigarh Mavericks had arrived nice and early, but they can finally go back home happy because after getting hit by Delhi Titans in that qualifier number 1, they have made a brilliant comeback. Eliminator was won by Jaipur Royals, who sent Lions home, and then Mavericks versus Jaipur Royals went in the favor of Chandigarh Mavericks, and we have the repeat of previous season's final. It's going to be Delhi Titans versus Chandigarh Mavericks, Nishad.
A repeat of the previous final, but one that promises to be a lot more exciting. Back then, Delhi Titans had dominated, but the setup coming into this match, that's been magnificent because the Delhi Titans, the way they eked out that victory against Chandigarh Mavericks, it may have just, as they say, soya hua sher jaag gaya in the Chandigarh Mavericks camp. You never know. It's been a fantastic performance by the Mavericks. This really summed up the Chandigarh Mavericks performance in this match because Anuj Khurana, the captain, setting high standards, runs back to take that catch. The match was done. But even then, he put in that effort, that diving effort. It's like the captain is telling his team, look, this is the kind of effort we put in as a team. And if we are to lift the ACB, then you have to give it your all. What happened earlier today is done. What we have to look forward to is the big match tomorrow. And how do we do that? By being there 100%.
Good to see the entire team joining in that huddle. They've got a good support staff. Varun Badola comes in every day, supports his players, the icon player. It's very difficult to find time in their busy schedule. Here's the story of qualifier number 2. Chandigarh Mavericks posting a huge total and winning by 35 runs. Jaipur Royals campaign will end here. Lots of awards to be given for this match. Let's head down to Mikhail Vaswani.
The Chandigarh Mavericks have been through an avalanche of emotions. What began with dejection and sadness ends up with elation and euphoria. They make it to the final in emphatic style, putting it past the Jaipur Royals by 35 runs. And oh boy, they turned it around in some style and substance as well. Fair to say, Jaipur Royals played well through the eliminator to put it past the Delhi Titans, beg your pardon, the Ahmedabad Lions, and then really fell short this time around. Nevertheless, commiserations to Faman and his boys. They've played some good cricket all through the league stages into the playoffs. And a big thumbs up to the Chandigarh Mavericks, who were down early in the day, but they made it a terrific Thursday for themselves. Hello, good evening, and welcome to the post-match presentation of ACB Season 6. It's time to give away a couple of awards. And we first up would like to call upon Mr. Smith Ashara from Yogi Sports, who's our clothing partner for ACB Season 6. Smith, thank you very much for your patronage and support. We hope to see you year after year with ACB. We are loving the association with you. Right, he'll be giving away the bright performer of the day. There was a bright spot here for the Jaipur Royals. It came in a late fight back. He raised some hopes and he played a very fine innings of 48 in 25. Varun Rao, if you could come along, a very nice innings played by him. The Royals go down by 35 runs, but he certainly showed glimpse of being a very fine attacking batter to give them some hope in this chase of theirs. Well done, Varun. Enjoyed watching you bat. Thank you very much, Mr. Smith. Thank you very much for joining us. Right, next up we have the Player of the Match award to be given, and it gives me immense pleasure and honor in welcoming Miss Kajal Ragwani, superstar from Bhojpuri cinema. She'll be gracing the podium. Kajal, if you could come by. Yes, thank you very much. Wonderful to have you. I hope you enjoyed the match. Right, so the player of the match for this game, for the whirlwind 49 in 27, he started off well with Shivnarayanan, and he'll walk away with another player of the match in this competition, Aditya Ojha. Come along, Aditya. And what we get to see, little Ojha, you can come by. Come by, take that as well. Yeah, there he is. So nice to see the little one, all smiles, having his hand on the trophy over there. Player of the match, 132 is what the Chandigarh Mavericks got. And it was largely because of Aditya Ojha. Aditya, have to ask you this question. The mic comes on to you as well. After the first match, until the second match, that passage of time between the two matches, what was going through that entire team of yours?
Yes, when you when you have these kind of performances, then the doubts come in, because we've done so well in the tournament, and in that crucial qualifier match, we were like, our batting has really fired in the whole series, and in the crucial situations we just couldn't chase down a very small 73. So we were doubting ourselves, but of course the team, we have a very good captain, Anuj there. Shiv is doing very well. We've got the seniors, Rohit Lamba and Dakssh Paji. So they're all taking the boys together, and we've now reached the finals, and we hope to again. We are now, the way we have performed, we are the best team in the tournament.
Right.
And we hope to actually win tomorrow.
I'll tell you what, Mr. Varun Badola will be watching you right now. You can give him a message into cam.
Varun sir is like, we have the pressure.
Right.
Those runs could not be chased because of Varun Paji's pressure. Varun Paji is like, nahi hona to bata de. So it was Varun Paji. So finally we've reached the finals. Now you can come, and I hope you play tomorrow. Your injuries, like you're doing well now, and you play tomorrow, and we're going to win this for you tomorrow. Yeah.
Right, Aditya, quickly before I let you go, do you model your batting around any Indian batter whom you're a fan of in terms of the approach and style?
There are a few batsmen. I have actually, I try a lot to, imitate Tendulkar sir.
Okay.
But the top handle goes
right
while playing the T10, and the bottom hand comes in.
I got that.
So then I love Mahendra Singh Dhoni as well.
All right.
So that is where he comes in. And
Shades of Sachin and MS Dhoni and Aditya Ojha. Well played. We enjoyed your batting.
Thank you,
Tough luck. You missed out on the 50, but a cracking innings.
Yeah,
Player of the match in Qualifier 2 to help his team to storm into the final, Aditya Ojha. Thank you very much, Aditya. Quick chat with both the captains. Faman, if you could come around for a quick chat. Faman Khan, the captain of Jaipur Royals. We'll have a quick conversation with the captain. Faman, tough luck, but 132 always going to be difficult in a Qualifier 2.
Of course. Actually, 132 का target में से I think अगर आप 25 run extras के निकाल दो तो 25 runs of the extras are what actually lost us the game. I think it would have been at least 105, 110 का target. which is easy to chase. 133 becomes a little too steep for a semi-final. But all said and done, I think we is a very young team. Have done very well, come to the semi-finals. I'm proud of the boys.
Right, Faman, tough luck, but we've really enjoyed the way you've led the side. A big thumbs up to Samir Kocher as well, who didn't show up today. But nevertheless, you as a side and you as a captain have been impressive and a batter too. We'll see you next year.
Thank you, Mikhail. I would like to also thank D for a very special event that he plans out every year. I know how much hard work he puts in for this. So thank you, Dilip, for a lovely tournament that you bring in every year. And to all the sponsors, and for you to be such a beautifully spoken person.
You're
on
a very kind and generous man, Faman. I'll take all of it.
And I think we're coming back next year as to the ACB Season 7
Looking
with a
forward to
stronger
it.
team and with this very team that's going to win the championship, and I'm sure about it. Cheers, Jaipur. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers,
Thank
Faman.
you so
We've
much.
enjoyed watching you play.
Thank you,
Good luck.
Mikhail.
Get some rest and we'll see you soon.
I think we all need that very much. Thank you.
Absolutely. A quick chat here with Anuj Khurana, the captain now of the Chandigarh Mavericks. Anuj, that smile is back.
Did I lose that? I don't know. Yes, definitely. I don't know what happened in the last game. Wasn't expected, but great comeback. It's gonna be fun tomorrow.
Anuj, your good friend from Delhi Titans, Abhishek Kapoor, is watching. You're going to be meeting him tomorrow. Do you have a message for him?
I'm just gonna say best of luck. Let's have fun tomorrow.
Yeah.
We play this brand of cricket. I know it's gonna be competitive, but
Yes.
the team which plays well will lift the trophy.
Uh,
It's a continuation from the last year. So wishing you all the best, Kapura, if you're watching.
Anuj, you've played 2 matches today. It could be tired legs. Get some rest. Come back strong tomorrow. I'll not take much of your time. But you've made a massive comeback in this qualifier to storm into the finals. So a big congratulations to you and your team.
Thank you so much.
Anuj Khurana, the captain of the Chandigarh Mavericks. We have a small ceremony to do here as well. And we'd like to call upon Smith Ashra once again to the podium because we have a felicitation ceremony for one of our partners. And to do that honor, I would like to also welcome on stage Dilip Agarwal, the founder of Actors Cricket Bash. He'll be offering a nice goodie and a hamper to Smith Ashra and also a lovely plaque to be given on behalf of the ACB. There it is, Yogi Sports, our clothing and kitting partner. They've thrown their weight behind this event and it's so nice to see them, and they come back with a promise that in ACB Season 7 they'll be there with us once again. There they are, Smith Ashra. Wonderful gesture and so nice to see you teaming up with us over here alongside Dilip Agarwal for a photo op session as well. All right then, we've had a fantastic day. We are done with the playoffs and we've seen it all. A day filled with emotions and we can't wait for the big final. That concludes our presentation ceremony.
Yes, Anuj Khurana with his team, he'll have to come back tomorrow once again because it's going to be the repeat of finals of previous season. Delhi Titans versus Chandigarh Mavericks. The same lineup that we saw in Qualifier 1, with the best finish of this season so far. And what a match that was. Hopefully we see an equally exciting match tomorrow in that final. So who is going to be the champion of Season 6? We will get to know. So big match coming up. Last match of this season's Actors Cricket Bash. Delhi Titans versus Chandigarh Mavericks. The final contest live from Air India Cricket Club. This is going to happen tomorrow. For now, we had a brilliant day of 3 matches, action-packed. We're bidding goodbye to you. See you tomorrow.